The Wild Wild West.
Oh my freaking gosh, dude. Oh my freaking gosh.
Matt, I'm excited to see you, Brand.
Dude, I'm
We had
pumped.
such a good time this week.
I know. We had, dude, the birthday bash was
B-Day
unbelievable.
bash?
Unbelievable.
Dude, Matt's black person birthday bash. I mean, it was a black person birthday party just filled with honkies. There's a honkies doing the black birthday bash.
It was awesome.
It was a black birthday bash building.
It was, dude. It
Big
literally
Matt's
was.
black birthday building bash. Bright lights in the birthday bash, dude. I walked in. It was the day after the yak case race, and
yeah.
I was hurting, and I was like, all right, I'll just wear this sweatsuit. It'll definitely be in hopefully a bar, like a dark
Yeah.
office lighting.
It was bright.
I looked nuts, dude.
No, nobody
I
cared.
looked like a fool in front of
What are you
everyone.
talking about? Nobody cared.
Everyone, all eyes were on me.
You think my outfit got approved? I went
Your
full.
outfit was sick.
It was
dude.
jeans and a Pangea t-shirt.
It was the Pangea t-shirt around all the kids was making me like, I was like thinking about like if I was a kid and I saw my uncle wearing a Pangea shirt, I'd be like, damn, my uncle's fucked up. I have like a really fucked up uncle.
Dude, it took me a while to get a good Pangea t-shirt. There's a lot of bullshit out there.
You have a good too.
That was the best one I could get. That
Yeah.
wasn't. A lot of them are just so overboard. This was straight up map of Pangea, regular font Pangea.
Yeah.
Rest of it was like, I wish I could go back to Pangea, and I was like, dude,
That's still pretty good.
for me, it's
good,
doing
too.
too much, dude.
Yeah.
So I just want straight up
You
Pangea.
just want to show people
no
Pangea.
bullshit. I'm not fucking around. That's the thing. I'm not fucking around about it.
I know.
It's like a bumper. People bumper sticker it. They're just like, yeah, wish you could go back to Pangea. It's like, dude, this isn't a fucking joke, dude.
Yeah.
This is what the whole world used to be landlocked.
Yes.
And we got broken apart by earthquakes. Bullshit.
Why
They
do
basically
you?
talked about that in the Bible.
Yeah.
Everyone was one group, and they broke it
Yeah,
apart.
like the
Now
Tower of Babel.
Yeah, it was Pangea.
Yes.
Pangea.
But yes, we got in there. It was a good time, dude. Vortex.
Dude,
Slap Cup is so fun.
how fucking... I was trying to explain.
Slap Cup was so fun.
It's the most fun you can have.
Fucking with your cousin the whole time was making me. It was so fun.
That was insane.
Dude, you hear what
That
I
was an alpha battle,
What
dude.
I was hitting him with?
No, but
So he kept-
I heard the one you going, you don't get around guys like me often.
Yeah, I started fucking with him so
Kill him,
bad, dude.
dude.
He came over. So we were talking shit. So he came over to my right, so he could slap my cup anytime. So I was like, dude, relax.
Yeah.
Like, just relax. We can get like a selfie and a little.
Yeah.
Just hang out. Just hang out for a minute. I thought he was gonna fuck me up.
He was
dude.
dying. And then the game went, in the last game, he got devastated.
Oh, it was so fun.
I saw him
dude.
the next day. Or the day after, 2 days, whatever it was. But he was joking. He goes, dude. He said the whole way home. My friend LG was just like, dude, Pat was devastated.
Yeah, that was fun.
He got
man.
destroyed because then he chugged the full cup
Yeah,
just because.
yeah, he was having fun.
It was crazy.
You got after it.
I got fucked up the first
Yeah.
game. I got trapped between my two bros, fucking John and Andrew, and they're the ones who showed me the game.
They were unreal.
Dude, it's ridiculous.
And then Spud, and Pat there at the end got
that was a hot
after it.
corner.
That was a hot corner, dude.
That was a hot
And there's so much pressure. There's so much pressure on it, dude.
Oh yeah. Brittany found this like party hall. It was all like last minute.
Black person party hall.
It was, dude.
And that's, of course,
Yeah,
it makes perfect sense.
Yeah, who cares?
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, it was. Yeah, not a big deal, but it was.
Yeah.
And the ladies,
It was like a balloon station for photos.
my wife set that up. But
Yeah, dude, I know what a black
know.
person party hall looks like. I performed in a couple of them. And they keep the lights on like that for the black person comedy show.
Dude, me and her got there at first. We got there we were like the first people there. We like bring stuff there. She's like, oh, I didn't know there's so much room. We could have done a 360 camera thing. I'm like,
Oh,
no, dude.
fuck,
no.
I wish we would've
I
done
just
that.
Shut it down. I was like, no.
Yeah. That's great.
The 360 camera thing is so intimidating, dude.
It really is.
What do you do with your body? You go on it because everyone's on there just fucking like real cool. But yeah, it's like I couldn't do it.
terrible.
I wouldn't be able to go on there and be like,
God, getting a 360 view of
now
my
you see me,
body.
now you don't.
Just standing there, just a 360. It's like, fuck.
haha, now you see me, now you don't. Yeah, I just go on there and be like,
True. I like that.
yeah.
So,
I would just flex, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking. Dude, if I went on one of those and just flex it on my black in-laws for like a minute. My muscles are so big.
yes.
But yeah, it was. The venue was funny. Billy was saying it looked like a place for like conjugal visits.
He was exactly right. It literally, at the beginning, before everybody started getting turned,
I know.
before the game, it was not, I wouldn't say tense. It was very nice, but it was still like, everyone was sober.
Yeah.
In like a perfectly lit room.
Yeah.
Just
chilling.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
Then things got a little rowdy.
Yeah. But yeah, dude, the fucking slap cup is unbelievable.
Yeah, it was extremely enjoyable.
First round,
our women got involved.
They have to. You got to get them in because then you get them.
It was so funny when I heard you right when Brittany asked to. She was like, "Can I play?" You're like, "Yeah." Well, yeah, okay. Like I heard you just for 1 second be like, "Fuck," just like, God damn it.
She didn't end up playing.
Like, can I play? Yeah. Well, yeah.
Well, what I was thinking, I was going in my head. I'm like, there's
too many people.
Table's full.
I understand.
So I was going.
You said yes naturally.
Yeah.
And you realized the table was full.
Yeah. And there was
just gonna slow things up. There's a hot corner. Don't need this right now. I'm gonna have to take all the drinks. She's definitely not gonna make a single cup.
I know.
Yeah, I had to take.
That's what happens.
I had to take my woman's.
That's what happened. And then you have to have mercy. You have to go. I got caught in a vortex, and there was no mercy on me. I was just, dude. I got destroyed, and I had to drink the full cup, and it was like I had no room in my. I had just eaten like a bazillion wings, 2 chicken sandwiches, 2 big pieces of cake. Like, let's play slap cup. And the last time I played, I barely drank. I was just killing it. I got destroyed, dude. I was dying.
You were the birthday boy.
I was the birthday. I had a birthday belly, dude.
That was fun, though.
It was so much fun.
With the helium, you sang some fucking karaoke.
That was unbelievable. That's all I wanted. You know I love karaoke.
Yeah, I know you do.
You know
You're
I
good
love
at
it. Thank you, man. It was all right.
You and your lady. It was unbelievable.
Brittany's good. I watched the tape.
That was shocking.
I watched the tape. I said I could have, I could have done my third exercise as Paul's. I could have went. That's how you strengthen your vocal cords.
Really?
Yeah. You want to strengthen. You don't want to put any intonation on it. You can belt it, dude.
And then you can sing.
You can sing, yeah. I took 1 singing lesson. I told you. That's your Krang voice.
Yeah.
I took 1 singing lesson in my life. The dude told me, he goes, "Don't. It's not for you." Damn. Just because you have a deviated septum. He's like, you'll never be one of the greats. He's like, you have a deviated.
You said I'm either going to be one of the greats or I'm not doing it.
Yeah, well, this dude was pretty discouraging, dude. He was an opera. I went to an opera singer's basement one time and took 1 singing lesson. Yeah. I didn't know exactly what I was going to do. I was in college. I didn't know what I was going to do with my life yet, dude. I was like, maybe I'll be a singer.
What? You were a good singer. You are a good singer. It wasn't totally out of the realm. You can play guitar and you can sing a little.
That's what I'm saying.
It is batshit crazy. You went to a fucking opera singer's basement.
He had a hot wife.
Yeah, of course.
He had a hot Spanish wife.
He was a crooner.
He was like a Lex Luthor guy in a townhouse, just hitting notes on a keyboard and be like, do that one. He would go, and he was at one point he was like, open your mouth, and I had to like, obviously he didn't like have sex with me or whatever, but he was like, the fact that my jaw hinges was a problem. He goes, oh no, that's not ideal. And then there was like, he's like, yeah, with the deviated septum, man, you're gonna have a tough time. I was like, bro, I'm just trying to belt it out. Yeah.
And he was like, and you were like, well, I guess
he's like, you can continue if you want, but he was like, there's, he's like, it's whatever.
How much did it cost?
It wasn't much. It was like $40-$50 for the initial one.
It was running a fucking
cool.
Nice racket.
Oh, dude,
$50. Somebody comes down, he crushes the dream. He goes, all right.
He could have strung me along. He was being dead honest. He hit me with he's like, bro, if you want to get to my level, he's like, I can't say that you ever will. I was like, fair enough. It was pretty tight. He did give me some key things of like, you always want to make sure it's coming from your stomach. Can't sing from your nose. And if you think you're a nasal singer, just hold your nose while you sing. It shouldn't affect your intonation at all.
Really?
I mean, again, these are hard to fit. You have to learn the rules before you can break them. You know what I mean? Obviously, people break the rules.
See a lot of lawbreakers in here tonight.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, dude, that was fun. The party, karaoke.
Good time.
Literally all around a good time. Do you know Pat and O'Grady made it to Helium? I didn't know they made it there.
Yeah.
They made it there.
They got in. I didn't see them. I don't think.
They came early and they're like, oh, I guess these guys.
I was back there. I was sitting back there with Adam Friedland.
Yeah. He also crushed karaoke.
Yeah. He did really good.
It was wild. Yours was nice too.
That was fine.
Yours was nice.
I went a little overboard with the Hitler stuff.
That was funny.
I thought it was funny.
That was hilarious.
Then I got done and I was like, I probably shouldn't have said all that.
It was funny. You were sliding them in where like you had to be looking for it.
Yeah.
If people were just listening and be like, wait, what? Like if I was a girl and I like could barely pay attention to what was going on, it would have went right over my head.
Yeah.
What did he yell? And I was like, nothing, babe. He's just joking for us guys.
Who was that couple?
I don't know. They were just out by the bar.
A freak couple came in and dominated.
Out by the bar.
Woman with her nipples out?
Yeah, she wasn't wearing a bra, I noticed. Weird.
I noticed that. I liked it. I locked in.
Well, what happened was they were like, with no disrespect, they were like a weird artsy couple. And I think they thought like, we're going to show these squares something about karaoke. Ooh. And they ran into an absolute buzzsaw. Yeah. They were nice for like, if they're, if you're bopping
One of them
around.
had to follow your lady, didn't they? Or did they go after? Yeah.
One lady had to go out. Yeah, she had to go out. Brittany went first. Brittany had let it off.
Yeah.
She loved.
She was so eager, and she was excited to go first. In my head, I was like,
"Yeah,
all right, we'll see."
Keisha Cole, dude. By the way,
she just
picks Keisha Cole.
First note, first words out of her mouth. I was like, "No."
Oh yeah,
this is wild.
She's a phenomenal singer.
Yeah,
she's a phenomenal. My daughters should probably be divas.
I hope they're divas. Not WWE, just actual.
Not WWE. I don't want them to trash their bodies. I just want them to smoke crack and get hit by their boyfriends.
You want them to die in a bathtub. Let them do some crack. And
little crack fucking.
Pass away from crack.
Is that what Whitney died from?
No, I don't think you can die from crack.
Yeah, I think he's lived.
Crack makes you for real immortal.
I think so. I think your chest can seize up.
Who the fuck? What comedy? I was just watching somebody stand up talking about. Oh, I think it was Louis talking about homeless people in like Phoenix, just standing outside, just like 120 degrees. They're just baking out there. You can take crack and withstand incredible. Yeah, I can see that.
I can see that.
Nature cannot stop you if you're on crack.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, dude, there's guys, I would like track them. When I was at Drexel, there'd be like, you'd see a crackhead for like 5 years. You're like, how's this dude not dead? Just fucking whistling around, chilling, eating Funyuns outside of a 7-Eleven.
Arguing with no one, walking down the street, just be like, I told that motherfucker, fuck you, bitch. Talk shit. That's all they do. They just insane. Walk and scream, argue with no one. They're always mad.
Oh, yeah. I mean, dude. You run on a crack and realize you're like, dude, what even is money? And all of a sudden you're like, oh shit, I need some of that right fucking now.
Yeah, I gotta get out of reality real quick.
That must be crazy though. If you're like, I mean, I'd imagine you had most times I would say the average person smoking crack on the street probably had a really tough life leading before that.
Yeah.
So then like you just like block so much stuff out. You just blast a bunch of crack and then just all the memories come back and you're just like, fuck you! I'll fuck you! Get your fucking ass! I'll beat your fucking ass!
I watched a homeless lady. I went to lunch.
This is your stepdads of like Christmas past come out. And you're, fuck you, man!
Your mom's selling you.
Oh, god damn!
I went to. I had to charge my telephone when I woke up on Sunday yesterday.
Let your phone die when you went to sleep?
My phone died. I forgot to pack a charger when I went down for the NFC Championship ball game, and. So I had to charge it at the front desk of the hotel, and I went and got breakfast by myself. Nice. I went to the Continental, you know that place in Philly? Yep. I thought it was a diner. It's not.
That's like a Steven Star restaurant.
Pretty nice restaurant. So I sat there by myself without a phone. I don't know if you've ever done that. Going out to eat by yourself without a phone is...
I've done it a billion times.
It's pretty weird, actually.
Yeah.
I felt very weird.
Really?
I didn't know what to do. And then the waitress came over, and she was like a cute young girl.
Yeah.
It's like, hi, do you want anything? I was like... I'll have a club sandwich and a Coca-Cola. she just kept checking in on me going, yeah, it's all you can do. Dude, I was sitting at a table with nothing. There was a homeless woman. I just watched a homeless woman.
Did you?
Yeah, she was just sitting there doing the same thing as me. She just sat there. She didn't do shit. She asked people for money. No one gave her money.
Yeah.
But anytime somebody said no, she went... She for real was going like this. Somebody would come by, she'd say something, they'd go no, she'd go... It was like pretty reasonable. Anytime someone said no, she was by herself. Just okay, that's fair.
Very well. God, man,
can't win them all.
God damn. Yeah, I whenever I'm in that situation, I try to prize myself on just like sitting up straight and not needing any distractions.
Yeah, that's all I was doing.
Yeah, but it's weird though. It does feel weird. It's like I'm gonna get it because whenever that happens to me, I have the opposite reaction where I'm like, these guys are all lost in their phones.
Don't get me wrong. There was a lot of that. There was a lot of that. I was like, I'm kind of just more of a thinker. And all I was thinking about is, man, I wish I had my phone.
I do the same thing.
Crazy.
I sit up and I'm like, I mean, I'm the only one keyed into reality. And you just look around and you're like, man.
Reality's just me and that homeless lady.
Bored. Yeah, I'm bored.
We're the only ones.
The phone, it's dawning on me. It's like a very, very, very serious problem.
Ooh, and then a guy caught me listening to their conversation. There was a table like 2 or 3 booths down. and it was like a business, like the people that work together getting lunch. And he was like, yeah, this place you saw, they like have carpet all on the ceilings. And I was like, he saw me like look up. Fuck. I'm a freak, dude. Just sitting here without a phone, just waiting for a turkey sandwich.
Yeah, that's all people used to do, I guess. Like, I forget. I remember just sitting I mean, I was so young, I'd always like fuck with my brothers and stuff. Because I didn't really get the phones. The smartphones were a switch. I remember when I first had one feeling like really, really cool. Just because every time I touched a button on the screen, it would vibrate.
Ooh.
And it trained me. Oh, very nice, dude. I'd go like, I'd be sending a text to my friend and be like, bzz, bzz. I remember just being like, this is nice. I just like the feeling of it just like buzzing as I touch the screen. And now it's like, I pull it out and I go, and I swap around my screen. I'm like, what am I even doing?
I look at Twitter, I look at Instagram, Twitter, Instagram. Nothing changes.
It's insane. Yeah, it's crazy, dude. It's bad.
Yeah.
It's seriously really, especially once you have kids, you're like, you catch yourself and like, oh, Jesus Christ.
I was doing it today. I had a meeting. I had a business meeting. It was, or not business meeting. Yeah, I guess that's what it is.
Yeah.
Me and a lady that works for a production company.
Either a business meeting or
yes,
like
it's exactly what
trying
it was.
to like, you know, quit
or just a
watching
love
like
meeting.
gay porn or whatever meeting is. Only two types of meeting. Business meetings and being like,
gay intervention.
I'm addicted to sucking people's penises and getting high.
And I checked my phone like 6 different times. While she's talking to me, I was like, I'd have to stop. I'm like, this is fucking crazy.
I know.
But I didn't know we were getting coffee. I thought we were getting lunch. So I got coffee here.
Oh.
Out of cold brew. And then we went to a fucking coffee shop.
So what'd you do?
I had double coffee, dude. I was out of my mind. I had a meeting with this lady and I didn't shut up. I was like, well, yeah, I mean, I guess that's the direction of comedy right now. And it is tough to sell sketch, you know? So it was fucking wild.
You were one more coffee away from going.
Yeah, I was fully, dude. It was nuts. I was like sweating. I was doing impressions. I did impressions like 4 different times.
That's the move. Get
jolted on coffee and then just check your phone. Just like, oh, sorry, I got time. I just got to answer this. I have spots tonight. That's what I do. I do stand up lazy, just nonstop. So, anyway, what's going on with your company? What are you guys working on? I showed her the fucking poop lady. I showed her the poop lady. I was like, have you seen Orders? Look at how funny this is. I watched her fake laugh.
Oh, dude, getting that geeked on coffee and hitting the meeting, so sick.
Yeah, I told her, I was like, when I tried to hold the phone, I was like, I'm sorry, I didn't know we were getting coffee. I had 32 ounces of cold brew before this.
You're gonna have to get another coffee.
I didn't even eat dinner or eat anything.
Oh, you're on an empty belly?
Full empty.
Jeez. Yeah. You didn't have to get another coffee.
Yeah, it was psychotic. And then I ended it. I was just like,
okay, goodbye.
I was like, oh, my Uber's here in 2 minutes. What else you got going on today? I mean, the thing, it was going nowhere. She was cool, and it was, they have a good thing, but
I have such a hard time leaving places, and I swear to God, having the Uber coming is like the best thing in the world. Just in the middle of a conversation, it's like, my Uber will be here in 2 minutes.
Yeah, I got
it's
2
not
minutes.
my fault.
We have to end
leave.
the conversation.
I thought it was going to take 20 minutes to get here. It turns out it's just 2. I have to leave right now. I can't spare another second.
People try to keep it going.
Yeah.
So it's like, my Uber's here. I got to go in a minute. And they just, here comes another story.
Yeah. Like, my Uber driver just texted me. He's actually sending me some pretty nasty stuff right now. I have to go. He said he's going to kill me.
He's going to cut my head off.
That dude, I almost battled an Uber not too long ago.
With the Uber driver?
Yeah, I came up at Philly Helium. For some reason, something happens where, I mean, it's just bad service, I guess. But you call Ubers, and it says like 1 minute away, and it freezes, but they're actually outside.
Oh, yeah.
I came outside. Brittany beat me outside. She was opening the door, and the dude tried to zoom off on her, and she fucking spazzed. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
On the birthday night?
No. This was like a couple weeks ago. What the fuck are you doing? He was like, he started spazzing out. I mean, that's probably not the best impression, but
something like that.
It's literally kind of what the guy said.
Probably. Who knows who you're being racist against?
Exactly. This guy was not. He wasn't Indian. He was from like some weird Dagestan type region.
Shit box.
Some bullshit, dude. And he was pissed, dude. She was pissed.
Some country that could never be us, dude.
Apparently, Eastern Europe has great respect for the United States.
That's exciting.
Yeah, I just saw the new Jordan Peterson, Joe Rogan, dude.
Oh, so did I.
Did you see it?
That was a lot, dude. JP might have been on some coffee. He didn't
I think he drank double cold brews. He didn't stop talking.
He didn't shut up once.
Dude, he never stopped
Did you watch
talking.
The Bat Guy?
Who's that?
There's a dude who loves bats. This old man who loves taking pictures of bats. He went on Rogan. It's pretty fucking nice, dude.
Fuck.
He's just a sweet old man that loves bats.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty great.
They do rule. People are coming around on bats.
I mean, that was his whole thing. He was a bat conservationist.
Is he really?
And he was like, people don't understand. Bats are fucking sweet.
Everyone claims that they poop too much. It's like, bro.
I poop too much.
Who doesn't, dude?
I shit like crazy.
Yeah, and I don't eat fucking like twice of my body weight in bugs every night. I have no excuse to be shitting this much. I have no excuse to be shitting this much, dude.
Adrienne Appalucci had a good... I went to see Louis' show, and the only reason I can repeat it is she streamed it. Yeah. She was talking about trans women, how like you can look as beautiful as you want. You can be absolutely gorgeous. You're still gonna shit like a man forever. Like trans ladies take like 8 dumps a day, just dude shits, just blowing shits
That's
out.
Tough, actually.
It made me laugh.
That's hilarious. Yeah. How was the MSG live?
It was awesome.
I know, dude.
It was really fucking cool, and it was nice. I was the sober one. I went with Beezer, Kyla, Ari, and his lady. It was nice. I was like, I can't drink tonight because it was after your party, and I knew the championship was tomorrow. Dude. I knew the NFC championship. So I just sat there and watched them get fucked up, and I was like,
look at these idiots.
I don't know how you guys do this all the time. It's like, damn, dude, I don't know how you guys do this constantly. I could never. But yeah, it was all Louis dominated. It was pretty sweet.
Yeah, I'm excited to see that.
He like bowed at the end in front of everyone. It was very funny to watch him like take it in as an artist.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, dude, that's I glanced. I didn't even read the whole article, but I glanced an article on this, and now people are going like, cancel culture is obviously not real. We've been telling you this forever. And you just go, okay, but
why
you're the person saying it's not real who's complaining about a guy doing stand-up. Like, you don't understand. You or the thing you're saying is not real. Yeah. Like, dude, that drives me fucking... What even is it? It's not even a real thing. It's like, what the fuck are you... What are you talking about?
The real problem is because both... It's just like everything with us.
Yeah.
With everything we do. Both sides just go, well, you do this.
Yeah.
You know? Because there's dudes on the other side of cancel culture that are like, can't say anything anymore.
I know.
You're gonna lose. I'm gonna lose my job. It's like, dude, no one's coming near your job. You can say anything. You're fine.
Yeah.
So those people are but yeah, Louis obviously is a pretty prime example of cancel culture. He's textbook. He lost a lot.
He got destroyed.
He used to be, before he got canceled, he was in like cover of Rolling Stone. He was
but even to be like, okay, well, he's still doing it at a high level, therefore it doesn't exist. It's like, what about this psychic terror of being nationally shamed?
Yeah,
it's like, that's not a real thing. It's insane to take like an abstract idea and be like, that's not even a real. They do it with critical race theory. What even is it? It's like, I don't know, dude. Telling little kids white people are evil when they're 8. That's kind of critical. Like, well, technically, it's not even real. It's like, it's a thing, dude.
Damn, if they get that going at Catholic school, it's going to be nuts.
The critical race theory?
Making kids feel guilty for that and just for being human.
Yeah.
White and human. Original sin.
True.
Double whammy.
White and human.
Yeah. You're in trouble. You are going to hell.
Damn, that would suck. There was a viral video going around of a little kid being like, it was on Martin Luther King Day. Did you see that?
That was
like,
great.
The white guys killed Martin Luther King. I hate them. And the mom was like, yeah, you're white, dude. He was like, what? Oh, I wasn't alive when that happened. He said, well, yeah, you weren't. Oh. Yeah.
It's tricky, huh? Well, you know how to say it. Don't say that, but
yeah. Well, it's like, it really isn't the hugest deal. It's like, it's not a big deal. Obviously, the critical race theory is a little bit weird. Probably shouldn't do it. When people are like, we need to ban it, it's like, that's crazy. But then it'd be like, it doesn't even exist. It's like, it does. It totally does.
It's the exact same thing as drag queen reading hour or drag shows for kids.
Yeah.
It's like, do we need to all be obsessed with it? No.
Yeah.
Is it happening? I've seen like 800 different ones. I've seen so many pictures of these fucking things.
It's also, there's no real reason. It's like,
every time I get on Twitter, there's a new show that they're taking pictures of. I'm like, how many of these are going on?
I know, dude.
I want to say none.
Yeah.
I think none. I've never seen one, but every day I get online, there's a new picture.
Yeah, but like, what's the thought behind that?
Of
what like, why do they
want it, or why do they?
Why would they want it? Why would they be like, let's set this up? There's a million things you can have kids doing. Like, kids are fat now. all kids, like, apparently like 90% of kids are having like heart attacks and they're fat. I don't know exactly the stats, but I know kids are fat. And Michelle
Kids are having
Obama,
heart attacks at their birthday parties. They're taking my death.
Michelle Obama failed,
Opening a
dude.
gift, just
It seems like it's more for the adults, is what I'm saying, than the kids.
the drag queen
I
thing?
think the whole thing's lost
It's
on kids.
obviously for the fucking adults.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, why are you doing that?
It's adult. It was one freak in the group,
Yeah.
an actual, like a real one, set it up and was like, we're going to do this.
You can't be like, yeah,
then the
we
other
actually are
parents
busy that day.
Are socially obligated to be like, well, politically we agree with you, and there's
Yeah.
nothing wrong with this.
Yeah.
Our kid is going to stuff $1 in the
They do that.
man's G-string. It's not at the reading thing,
Yeah,
but
I know,
yes,
I know.
there's drag shows for,
Yeah.
I don't know, whatever.
It's just weird. It's like, because it is like a,
It's
you
not
know,
something I'm worried about, but every time I get online, there is a new picture. So
yeah, I'm not worried because I
the
just feel like
fuck's going on
my
here?
whole thing's like, yo, no thanks, we're not coming. It's not like, it's just like I
Yeah.
don't feel like going there. I feel weird. I've gone to like drag stuff and all that stuff
Yeah.
for Brittany, and girls love it, but it's
Girls
like
do love it.
it's just like, no thanks, man. And it's
Because girls love objectifying gay men.
dude, it's crazy.
That's why they like it so much.
they can't get enough.
Yeah.
They love the cattier and nastier the gay man is. The girls like,
I mean,
they love it. Dude.
catty gay dudes are the fucking best.
True, but it's like
I get
also
it.
if you're a gay dude, don't be a jester for girls, dude. It's like, get the fuck out of here. I'm
If you're
building wealth.
anybody, don't be
I'm
a
building
jester for
wealth
girls.
with my partner.
If you're a comedian, don't be a jester for girls.
I heard that, bro.
There's a lot of jesters for girls.
There are. There are.
You
Dude.
can make a fine living off that.
I'm making it being a jester
Be
for
a
a
girl
girl.
jester.
All you have to do is just
so
talk
easy.
fast.
It's so
All you have to do
easy.
is just talk fast
Talk
and be like,
really fast.
okay.
Yeah. And throughout have left leaning stuff.
yeah, true.
Like, you think being gay is a crime? What the fuck? It's 2023. I love serial killers.
Oh no, it is being a girl. It's so tempting, dude. To just be like,
I'm
and
jealous
that's
of a lot of the girl jesters.
Yeah,
Their crowds, my crowd sucks.
yeah.
It's just white, fat freaks, dude. Although it is funny. That's like whenever you see someone's animal and it's a pretty clear reflection of them. Like my cat's just a fat piece of shit. He walks in the house, everyone's like, God damn, that's a big cat. I'm like, well, come on, man.
Its ass is leaking.
Your crowd is your audience is a reflection of you. So I'm
Yeah.
calling a bunch of guys a bunch of white
Yeah,
fat freaks. I'm on stage like,
it's Orc Nation, dude.
yeah.
It's Orc Nation, dude. Everyone's like,
It
whoa.
is the orcs, dude. And you'd think they'd be nicer in theaters. They're not. They're still in the back like,
I was actually curious about that. How have they been
the
completely
Symphony
out of
Hall, they were
control?
good boys, but at Center Stage in Atlanta, they got a little rowdy.
Out of control.
Yeah. And then when we were leaving, I saw the floor that they were sitting on, and it was insane.
Oh no,
Just covered in beer. It's pretty nice. I mean, made me feel good.
that is tight. That was the
The orcs were getting after it, dude. It is an orc army. It was just like,
dude, I was worried when we were doing Slab Cup about the floor of that place
yeah, I saw you.
because I was like, the lady was there. I saw her there, and I went and I talked to her, and she was like, "You're good." She's like, as long as there's not like an inch of liquid on the floor, we're good. And I was like, "Yeah."
I thought she was filming.
Yeah,
she was
on FaceTime.
She was FaceTiming.
She was on some white
She was
people.
saying, "Look what
white
these-
people crazy.
look at these white
crazy.
people."
Yeah, these white
Yeah.
people are crazy. I know. She was FaceTiming. Don't blame her. I mean, dude,
Yeah.
it was so fucking fun. Just smashing cups, smacking them. I think Butterly hit a full cup at one point and sent liquid everywhere.
Yeah, that was good.
I'm gonna try to do that like at least twice a year. Of just throwing like parties like that. It's nice. That's my goal for 2023. I just want to get everyone
Have
together.
some parties.
Have some parties, dude. Everyone was locked away. There was like permanent damage from people getting weird from being by themselves for too long.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it fucked people up. It was divisive bullcrap.
Yeah.
I'm done with it.
Certainly.
I'm done with it.
I'm done with it too, Matt. You're exactly
Sick.
right.
To be honest, I never really partook in a lot of it. I kind of just did whatever I wanted the entire time
Yeah.
and didn't worry about anything, even though people were telling me I was going to die.
Yeah.
I said, yeah, we'll see about that. It turns out my heuristics were correct.
You were right.
Did you see the Scott Adams video?
No.
Oh my God, it's the best.
What's he up to?
So he was a creative
Dilbert
guy.
Yeah.
he got real big into like he's big into like and I've only ever like dipped my toes in his stuff, but he's real. He was like his like vlogs started popping when he was like watching Trump videos.
I remember when he did Sam Harris's thing. He did Sam Harris's podcast.
Did he?
About how Trump was, he called Trump.
Yeah.
Is what he was saying.
Oh, he called him?
No, he's saying like he called
win.
it. He was like, he's going to win. Here's all the reasons.
He's into, what's the name for persuasion?
Yeah.
He's real into like the art of persuasion.
Yeah, he
like,
uses basic words.
Trump's a persuasive mastermind.
Yeah.
And he was like, see, when you're keyed into persuasion like me, when you move your hand like this when you talk, people, it's like shit. It's like pickup artists for business, basically. It's persuasion stuff is like PUAs for just being like dominating business meetings by like standing up and like.
And this time the copying machine doesn't work and Dilbert's pissed.
So if you like stand there and like if you like rock on your feet and like point at someone, you're like, oh, this guy's a C. It's like shit like that.
Yeah.
Like hacking. But he, I think, got real into like pro-vax stuff when the vax came out.
Yeah. Anytime he checks the camera still, I think at the time it auto-focused on my face. Every single time he looks, I go, if this thing was on my face the whole time, I'm going to be furious. Like, it's you telling stories of me going, just biting my fucking lip.
Dude, he came out and he did like I guess he was like really railing hard against people who weren't getting the vax. What you looking at?
Did you shave your legs?
No, dude, in the wintertime, all my leg hair fucking falls out. I made fun of someone for this in college and it started happening to me.
Happens.
Now it happens to me all the time. I mean, bro, look at that. It looks like
it's there. All right, I'm sorry.
Looks like fucking marble, bro.
That is wild.
Dude, it's smooth as hell.
That's not going to help the fake leg accusations, dude. That's wild.
Yeah, I was making fun of someone for that in
I get
college.
it on the back. I get it right there.
Dude, this guy one time, it was hairless. And I'm like, what the fuck? And he's like, it all falls out in the winter. My legs get dry and the hair falls out from my jeans. And I was like, pfft.
It is, yeah, it's from wearing slacks.
Now it happens to me. It fucking sucks.
Well, I'm sorry.
I think it's because I never wore jeans. I only wore sweatpants. But same color jeans, by the way, sick. So
no big deal.
It's whatever. But so he was like railing against people who weren't getting the vaccine. He was like doing all these sophisticated data models and being like this, therefore that. And you guys, I don't know if he was saying like people were idiots, but he was kind of being like, you guys just don't understand how to actually use logic and think for yourselves. And then he came out
kind of being a fucking complete asshole.
Yeah, I think again, I don't know.
Yeah.
This is what I think he was doing because he had to come out, and he didn't have to do this, but he came out and he goes, "I'm going to say it, the anti-vaxxers won. The anti-vaxxers won. You guys won. I had my complicated logic. You guys had your heuristics. You're now in a victorious place. Dude, it was the most unhinged shit I've ever seen in my life. Where his like, you won. I'm the loser. He's like, take solace in your victory."
Old men cannot have the internet.
It's the
we
most.
Can't.
No,
and
exactly.
Geezers that are online are fucking out of control, dude.
This shit is nuts, dude. Because I think he was getting crushed in the comments because he was like, people are probably like, fuck you. Fuck. YouTube is all like, fuck you. My aunt died from, whatever, therapeutics or injectable. It's like nonstop on all those videos. So he had to come out and like bend the knee and be like,
yeah,
you guys with your heuristics were right and I was wrong.
How old do you think he is?
He's got to be in his 60s, dude. He's probably 60s.
He could be in 60s and reading the comments.
Bro.
I think of Phil. Think of your dad looking at his phone and being like,
what the fuck?
The hell is this guy?
Oh, it would kill him, dude.
Call me.
It would kill him, dude. Dude, fucking, I don't know if I told you about this, but the lawyer guy I watched got sucked up into the comment life. He was making videos about Andrew Tate. And I watched this dude being like, and some of you guys are saying this, and he made like 5 more videos about Andrew Tate. He's like, I know you guys love this guy. You guys are saying that I'm a fucking, oh yeah, okay. I wish I was him. Yeah, right. He's just fighting commenters. This guy's like a fucking criminal defense attorney. Probably loaded, rich, and he still couldn't take
comments come for all of us in the end, dude. Joey Bosa at the Birds game. He's Nick Bosa's a defensive end for the 49ers. Joey plays for the Chargers. They're brothers.
Oh.
Freaks.
Yeah.
And some Eagles fans got him while he was on his way into the game to watch his brother. He was wearing like 49ers gear, and they're like, Bosa, how come the Chargers aren't playing this week, Bosa? And he was like, yeah, what are you filming this for your fucking butt buddies? He tried to hit him with jock energy. They were just, there was nothing he could do.
And
he was with like his family and friends that were kind of like, okay.
Take it
He's
easy,
like, yeah,
Trev.
I'm fucking rich, you fucking broke bitch. And they're like, fuck you, Bosa. He got him so good.
You can't, dude. That doesn't work. People think when you're getting crushed,
Yeah.
you're going to be like, yeah, well, you're a loser. And they're like, bah.
I mean, yeah, especially those dudes who they're on a suicide mission to talk shit to a freak defensive end in the NFL.
Yeah.
Yes, they're losers compared to you. Yes.
Yeah,
They're
but-
filming you, calling you a fucking loser.
Yeah.
They know what they're doing.
Oh, it's hilarious.
They're
It's the
drunk
best.
in a parking lot calling you a loser.
It's the
They're
fun.
unstoppable.
He's an absolute monster.
Yeah. He's
so
a
funny.
fucking freak, dude. He
So
could
funny.
kill them all.
You little butt buddies.
Yeah, he's like, "Were you filming that for your fucking butt buddies?" Ha ha. Fuck you. Like, he was so mad, dude. I would have been furious too. If I'm standing there with my family and someone came up and was like, "You suck." I'd be like, "Fuck you, dude." There was nothing he could do. What's he supposed to do?
Yeah, I mean, you could have flipped the script on him. But later, guys.
Be like, dude,
Love you guys.
you
Love
guys are crazy.
so funny.
You guys are so. Yeah, you can't even do that though.
Dude, how did they not? I mean, they don't have their star quarterback. Is
Yeah.
that correct?
Yeah, their quarterback. This was their third quarterback.
What was
He got hurt.
so the Eagles are highly favored in this game?
They were not. They were only favored by 2.5 points.
How? Does everyone think so lowly of the Eagles that they third string quarterback?
Yeah, but that kid came in and was really good.
Oh, was he
He
really?
was really good. Yeah.
What happened? What the fuck did he do?
He got hurt right away.
What?
Yeah. First series, he got hurt. And then the backup, the guy they signed, I think like 2 weeks ago, came in.
Something to do with a
The
mustache.
game was over.
That's a
It
mustache.
was over.
That's when you tap in. Like, give us the mustache quarterback,
Yeah.
dude. Give us that guy with a mustache. He was fucking.
He came in and they had zero chance.
He's like, I've only ever thrown Nerf balls on the beach. And you're like, dude, get in there, man.
Give it a shot. See how you do in the NFC Championship. He got fucked up, dude. He got hurt. At the end of the game, he got hurt, dude.
Where do they get the
Got
third
his
string
bell
quarterbacks
wrong,
from?
dude. I don't know. The guy,
First, second, good. Third string quarterbacks are just
third
fucking.
strings usually, they have geezers on.
Yeah, yeah.
Second strings, a lot of time, like a veteran geezer that can be like, here's how you do it.
Yeah, yeah.
And then, yeah, this guy got it. Yeah, he got fucked up.
It's just Uncle Rico's, dude.
His Uncle Rico came in and got bullied for 4 quarters. The game sucked. The game sucked. I was
Yeah.
just sitting there just like,
They just destroyed him.
we're going to win. But
Yeah.
the Eagles offense didn't do shit too because they knew they were going to win. They just
Yeah.
ran the ball kind of.
Took it easy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Smart. They had their eyes on the prize, bro.
Yeah.
They want to lift that
That's
bowl.
the Super Bowl.
That
dude.
Super Bowl.
You excited for the Super
I'm
Bowl?
gonna be gone, dude.
Oh,
we're
you're
in
in San Jose.
dude.
Yeah, San Jose.
We have San Jose.
It is nice the
Improv.
Niners didn't do it then.
I know, dude. I needed them
Yeah.
to lose. I checked in around halftime. I said, yes.
Yes, ticket sales.
Dumb it, you fucking idiot.
Losers.
49ers. You dumbasses.
Bunch of losers, dude.
One
Every
job.
dude in the NFL is a loser.
Total fucking loser. I mean, you have one job. It's not get hurt, you dumbass.
Me, I'm in control.
Completely.
Can you
Completely.
imagine being like a 23-year-old super hot athlete guy that makes millions of dollars? What a fucking piece of shit.
Crazy, dude. Super hot athlete.
Bosa, you fucking bitch, Bosa.
I mean, you're a super hot, jacked athlete. Probably well hung, if I'm guessing.
Definitely.
I mean, they're, you know,
Well, if we are just talking Bosa, definitely, dude.
yeah, huge dick. You're a strong guy with a huge dick in a mansion.
Yeah. That's why it's so funny. A creature comes out from a parking lot, a
Four
wet
steam fitters are like, yeah, get out of here, you fucking
you
dork.
fucking bitch.
Well, fuck you, man.
Yeah.
Fuck you guys. You guys aren't even cool.
I mean, it's just like, Bosa was fully hamstrung by the law.
Yeah.
The only thing he can do in that case is attack those plumbers.
Yeah, oh, he would destroy them.
Yeah.
He would destroy all. Yeah, but then it's like, you know,
Then there's a lot of plumbers coming out of the
that's what I'm
woodwork.
saying, dude. You get fucking stabbed.
Get stabbed by a bunch of plumbers. It makes me proud, though. Anytime I watch Eagles fans bothering people, I'm like, nice.
It's the best.
It's hilarious.
Well, it is funny though to just think about a guy with a huge dick, just a strong, huge dick guy in his mansion, and just being like,
I mean, it's great. It's David and Goliath, dude. It truly is a fucking weasel coming out and killing a monster. Just like, yeah, that's Bosa right there. There he is. I'm gonna go call him a fag.
dude, that's literally what happened. Some guy
He
just,
loses his composure.
some
like,
dude seeing like 4 of him, like, yo, the fuck, dude. I saw people leaving the tailgate at like 9 a.m.
It was rough down there.
Yeah, I bet.
It was funny because Michael Chi was talking about wearing Niners gear. He wanted to go to the game. He's a Niners fan.
He thought he was going to wear
like, dude,
Niners
if you
gear.
go to that game, you're gonna get in a fight.
Oh my God.
It's so many like college age white dudes wearing like a jersey over their hoodie. All of them look the exact same. They all have Peaky Blinders. They come at you, dude.
Yeah.
One of them would spit on him.
Yeah.
He'd have to fight.
You have to.
Yeah.
The college age guys are probably the worst because they'd be like, yo, that's him from that fucking show.
Fucking SNL's for fucking liberal faggots.
Yo, they fucked Trump on that show.
Yeah.
Yo, dude, they fucked Trump. He was not that bad. They'd go hit him, dude. They'd punch him.
Yeah, fuck Alec Baldwin.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. He's a black dude wearing 49ers
you should let girls
gear.
write a fucking show, dude.
They would be, I was trying to explain to him. I was like, bro, it would be terrible.
Yeah, it's a terrible idea. He didn't go. Yeah, luckily,
No, he made the right choice.
He heeded your advice.
Yeah, he made the right choice.
Dude, that is a crazy energy though, dude. To like, I know dudes who would wear like the Dallas jersey, go to the game, and it's like, bro, what a fucking
and then like people calling you asshole.
what a
You're like,
masochist, dude. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's weird.
What a masochist, dude, to go in there.
Although I kind of did that at Ohio State. Although that's college is a little more friendly.
Yeah,
For the most part.
You know, we're all masochists on some level.
Sometimes I like to get hurt.
Like the pain, dude. It would be fun to do that and just immediately flip. Like, yeah, you guys are all right. I actually like the other team.
I do that every time. I'm like, hey, look, you guys got a good program. You guys are gonna kill us today. And then I sit down. I'm like, fucking kill them, please, please. Come on, Notre Dame. God damn it, we lost again.
Oh man, yeah, I love that, man. If people still get in there and go all to get together,
It makes me proud. I like watching the Eagles fans bother people.
Yeah. Didn't someone already die from like celebrating? Like a bus stop collapse or something?
Yeah, I don't think anyone died. They were standing on top of like a bus stop collapse.
So nobody died?
Guy with the smallest dong in the world was up naked celebrating.
What was he doing?
You see that guy? It's fucking wild, dude. He's a young man.
Just showing penis?
Young, handsome man with a fucking insane penis.
Really?
On top of a light pole.
What?
I mean, it's fucking sweet.
I mean, it was chill. And it wasn't that chilly that night, actually. Yeah, it wasn't that chilly.
You're not going to believe this penis. Dude.
Let me see. I hope. Yeah, what the fuck is that about? Why is he doing that? Why is he showing his penis? No way! Yeah. What an Adonis with a penis, dude. Why is he doing that? That's a pretty serious
He's like
team.
a handsome, in shape dude with just a.
Why did he do that?
It's victory.
I mean, that is victory.
That's the ultimate victory.
Flaunting penis is
Being a team and standing in front of 1,000 people with a
It is
penis.
flaunting
Nobody can
penis?
hurt him. The Eagles won.
I
Yeah.
mean, dude, if more guys were brave like him and just came out and flaunted penis, that shit would be sick. Dude.
Finally, a penis that makes me feel okay. It helped everybody there. Everyone there was like, "Thank you, dude.
Nice.
Thank you, brother, for your sacrifice." True.
That's the ultimate sacrifice, to reveal penis. What was that one movie where at the end there was? I think it was like a Sarah Silverman movie or something where like at the end the guy ran through a mall naked.
Oh, that was Observe and Report.
Report, yeah.
That was pretty intense.
That was a penis just flopping.
Yeah.
I was like, I remember thinking like, what a nice guy.
Yeah, I couldn't believe he
know,
agreed to do that.
There's zero, like nobody, everyone's just going,
Yeah.
It's kind of disturbing. What would you rather see if, like, again, you're hermetically sealed, no one can know what you picked, but it's like, yo, we're going to flash a dong on the screen. It's going to be a penis or a flopper. You have to pick which dong gets flapped.
I've seen both, obviously.
Yeah, obviously.
I prefer the penis.
Prefer to
The
see
penis is fun. Penis
I
is
agree.
funny to look at.
I agree.
If that guy up there had a huge dick, that wouldn't have been funny.
Dude, he would have got arrested.
People would be like, get the fuck out of here. Yeah.
If he stood
Lock him up.
If he stood and just exposed the hammer.
Yeah. Said he had a penis that I guarantee the cops were saying there like, let him go.
Yeah, he's all right.
Let him go.
Guys are all right. Yeah.
If he had a penis, he would have been
If he
if he had a huge penis. All right.
If he
Get rid
got,
of that one.
I was about to say if he got tackled, if that guy got tackled off that light post, I would have went in solidarity with him.
Yeah.
I would have went and fucking knelt.
I am Spartacus.
Knelt.
I would have showed my penis.
I would have like exposed my shorts. Like, I'm showing you guys my penis. Like, where? I'd be like, You guys actually got to zoom in a little. It's right there.
Yeah.
Damn, dude. That's so weird.
It was a good weekend. But you were right, though. The tomfoolery caught up to me.
Did it get you?
Yeah, you knew.
Well, tomfoolery was Friday.
It was Thursday, Friday.
What was
no
Thursday?
foolery. I did the
case race.
Yeah.
Thursday, Friday.
Day
Double
off.
foolery.
But.
1 day off.
Yeah.
And then Sunday.
Foolery Sunday. Now I'm back to Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. No foolery.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad. Yeah.
I limit the foolery this week because Super Bowl is going to be pretty brutal.
When is that? Oh, that's next week.
So I leave Friday for shows in Texas, and then I'm going from Texas to Phoenix. I'm going to be in Phoenix for a week.
I'll be in Phoenix after you. I'll be in San Jose, then Phoenix.
Yes.
San Jose, then Phoenix.
Yeah, you're a rambling man, dude.
I am now. Now I'm a rambling bro. I got a bunch of things. Maybe at the end I'll tell everyone where I'll be.
Tell them.
I will. I'll tell her at the end. I don't interrupt the program. If you're tired, I was literally just talking about how sick Freeze Pipe was. So
tell me about this.
I'll tell you. Let's ditch the copy. Ball the ball, dude. So you're smoking weed and you're smoking a bong. It's too hot, and sometimes people do the ice bong where you throw the ice in there. Freeze Pipe has a glycerin coil you can throw in the freezer for like 20 minutes. Put it on the bong. And you don't feel the smoke. It's kind of dangerous. You don't feel the smoke entering your lungs.
Oh, wow.
It works. Freeze Pipe's something I can stand by. That's a personal endorsement. I talked up the bong. And yeah, it's what I did is I broke one of them, so they sent me another free one. And I got double glycerin. I attached them. I made like a monstrous Frankenstein with 2 glycerin coils.
Can't even feel it.
Bro, it's like stepping outside in the Alps. You're just absolutely. So if you're tired of harsh smoking, coughing attacks,
in the eagle's nest.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yes.
It's crazy. It's time to upgrade to an icy Freeze Pipe. Freeze Pipe's unique line of freezable glass pieces remove chest and throat burn by cooling smoke by over 300 degrees. I'd say by over 1,000 degrees.
Yeah.
The secret is the freezable glycerin chamber that comes on every piece. Talked about that. Pop it in the freezer for an hour. Okay, you can do an hour. I do like 20 minutes. The smoke is cooled as it passes through it passes through the glycerin coils for an easy on the lungs toke. With a 4.4 star rating and over 1,000 reviews or 1,100 reviews, Freeze Pipe has been trusted by thousands of Americans for over 5 years. Those are big numbers. 1,000, 5 years. That's basically forever.
Yeah.
So for a premium smoking experience at everyday great prices and free shipping, visit thefreezepipe.com and use code DRENCHED for over 10% off your entire order. That is THEFreezepipe.com and code DRENCHED for 10% off. They're awesome.
Let's get back to the hot show. All right. Guys, AG1 by Athletic Greens is the morning jumpstart you need. Just scoop, shake, and have it alongside your morning coffee or OJ. It's like taking your shelf of mighty fuck, dude. It's like taking your shelf of multivitamins in one drink.
All at once, because you've had enough.
All at once. You're tired of sitting there putting pills in your mouth, drinking water.
Yeah, you said, you know what? Fuck this. I'm going to take all my vitamins. See what happens.
I take it, and I like it.
I love it.
I like it. You got to shake it up, though. You don't want that grain. You don't want a bottle of sand by the end of it.
It forces me to drink water. That's nice.
Yeah, it's a very nice. I actually enjoy it. I'm going to have some after this.
Yep.
Hopefully I can wake up a little. I've been a sleepy dumbass,
AG1, dude. You'll be fucking ripping on stage.
Packed with over 75 vitamins and minerals for a major boost to your gut, mood, energy, and even skin, hair, and nails. It's the healthiest thing you can do in under a minute. Probably.
I guess that checks out, yeah.
Yeah. If you're looking for an easier way to take supplements, Athletic Greens is giving you a free 1-year supply of vitamin D and 5 free travel packs with your first purchase. Go to athleticgreens.com/drenched. That's athleticgreens.com/drenched. Check it out.
Should we get back to the show?
I guess. I think it's time for us to get back to the show.
We're sponsored by Hamilton Devices, innovators in vape technology. Vape like you're in the GD future. They say goddamn, but
we're not going to say that.
Yeah, we're not going to say that. Vape like you're in the GD future with Hamilton Devices. We've talked about it 100 times, dude. They have sick vape technology. They have one that looks like an old-timey pipe. They have the Starship where you put 3 vape cartridges in there. They have the Gamer. You can wear it around your neck. Not sure about the technology on that one. It's pretty, you can spot it pretty clearly. That's a vape device, but pretty cool. You can wear it around your neck. These clouds give you full flavor, huge clouds, and work extremely well with thick oils, or work well with extremely thick oils, I should say. Thick, dude. Thick fucking oils.
You guys
dude.
blow up big clouds.
Big fucking clouds. Hamilton Devices has extended their giveaway for a pair of Starship vapes to one lucky fan. Enter at the link in the show notes. Winner will be selected on January 31st, which is today. Sorry you lost.
Sorry you didn't win.
But if you're ready to drop some coin, go to HamiltonDevices.com and use code DRENCH15 for 15% off. Buyers must be 21 or older. That's HamiltonDevices.com, code DRENCH15 for 15% off.
Matt, as much as I love hearing you read ads, can we get back to the freaking show?
Yeah. I don't interrupt the program.
I watched, do you watch The Last of Us at all?
I started the first episode.
Wait till you get to episode 3.
What happens?
Is
that finally when the zombies
spoil
come?
it. So this is a spoiler. So if you haven't seen episode 3 of The Last of Us, fast forward.
Tell me. I'll pretend to call it when I watch it with Brittany.
The guy's it's a prepper. It's a character that's in the game that they just made him gay.
What?
So like another guy, Ron Swanson.
They drop it on you like out of nowhere?
There's hints of it, and you're like, no way. No way. And then all of a sudden he starts making out with the dude, and you're like, what the fuck?
Wait, Ron Swanson from Parks and Recreation?
Yeah. He's a gay
His
prepper.
name's Beast.
He's not gay in real life, is he?
Yes.
I don't care what he does. Is he?
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
definitely.
So it's like a double.
No, he's not.
What's the bag
But he starts
for-
making out with the guy.
What's the bag on that?
Probably pretty good.
The bag. You think they
Hopefully.
give you hazard pay if you're a hetero making out with dudes?
Double time.
They kind of should. This is fucked up.
I mean, you're, you know what I mean?
I mean, if he probably was reading the script like, nice, I'm a cool prepper. This is awesome. What the fuck? You
Yeah.
gonna fuck a guy?
Is it pretty graphic?
Fine.
I thought it was quite
how's that
tasteful.
work?
It was
actually.
actually, so I'm laying right here. I'm going, God fucking damn it. Of course they ruined this show.
They just threw it in there for no reason.
Bill's not gay in the game. They're just throwing this in. And then
It's everything, dude. Everything needs to have.
that's what I thought. And then you start watching it and you're like, damn, it becomes a really beautiful love story.
It is very
Yeah, dude,
Really?
you might cry a little towards the end.
Really?
Yeah, it was really, really nice.
I like a nice, sad, gay love story.
I do too.
I feel like that's, it's kind of how it goes.
A lot of those are pretty tragic.
Sad gay
but
love
they
story.
all are, you know.
Yeah, when I watched whatchamacallit, The White Lotus, there was a sad gay love story
Which one?
where the guy was like reminiscing over basically, his lost lover, the cowboy in Montana.
Oh, yeah.
I'd do anything for that man. I just love beauty.
This, but it's good though. It's a good,
Is it?
yeah. Yeah, I really enjoy it. You got a little Ron Swanson in you.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, a little twink Ron.
Come on. I'm
What?
straight as the devil.
That's fine. I mean, dude, Sean, it's not going to do you any favors being straight in this business.
Yeah.
True, you're right.
If I were to
I
write
would
a
listen to what
short,
everyone says about you.
so if I were to write a short, it involved you just literally light petting with another man. Would
My
you
girlfriend's
reject
out of town. You come over to set up the podcast. Matt's like, oh shit, I hit traffic. I'm running late.
it? Yep.
It's just you and me. I'm like, let's play some UFC.
Yeah.
We start playing UFC. I'm like, do you think you could do those grappling moves to me for real? We move this thing out of the way. You and me go at it on the fucking zebra rug, dude. Think of my naked body contrasted against this beautiful zebra rug.
That would be pretty nice, though.
Yeah, you're right. That would be nice.
You smash me, Mish?
That would be nice.
Sean's big ass dick.
Holy fuck, dude.
Sean, no
You're
light
nasty.
poles for you, brother.
Yeah, you're not allowed to. You're not allowed to get up there.
You're more of a
They'd
ground
lock me
dweller,
up.
dude.
Yeah.
You stay away from me and my tree people, dude.
I was a ground dweller. I got scared though. By
You
City
wanted to
Hall.
climb up there?
No,
Were you down there in the?
Yeah, I was down in the mix with all the nasty boys and girls.
What was going on? Anything?
Some guy was like passed out on the floor, surrounded by cops, and I was like,
Nice.
"That guy looks like he's dead." And then they were setting
Give me
off
another film
fireworks.
idea, dude.
Yeah.
Film idea.
That's a good one. You come over here. I'm like, yo, let's go to Blackbirds.
Pass out.
You and me drink a little. Come back here.
You gay as hell.
So cool as guys, we can like joke around like this with each other. It's like no big deal.
True, yeah.
I don't think of it. I don't think of it later when you guys leave. As soon as you guys leave, I watch you leave. I
That could've
move
been
the
so
curtain.
much
I
better.
make sure you leave, and I go, oh. Matt's hair looks so good today.
And you go to a meeting. Like, oh.
I go to a meeting. I go, dude, fuck it. It was nuts. That meeting was out of control. General meetings they're insane.
Yeah, well, it's
I don't need them anymore.
It's just a thing.
It's nice when you're brand new and no one knows who you are at all.
Yeah, it feels nice.
But this lady had she had never, I was like, I did a sketch show. And she was like, what? It's called, it's called Gillian Keeves. I was hoping you might have heard of it before we had a meeting.
You should have went Key and Peele.
Yeah.
It's Key and Peele. I actually write that show.
I'm black. I'm one of the guys.
Yeah, that's got to be... Send a representative. Like, I'm going to send a representative. And then sit like 2 tables over and just wait.
Over here, and then towards the end go, I couldn't help it over here. I'm actually the real Shane Gillis. I'm the one you were supposed to have
Get a devil's double.
I'm the one you were supposed to have this meeting with today. What do you think?
You got to start moving way
Are
smarter.
you ready to start working together now?
You got to start moving way smarter out
I
here.
do need
dude.
to move significantly smarter.
It's fucking like... I'm actually over here. I've been here. This texter halfway
40
through.
chess
Like,
constantly.
yeah, dude.
I'll say, look over to this other table, and I'll go.
And then run.
Sprint out of the meeting.
Leave a fake check to pay for your coffee and run.
Running is very funny. Dude, running publicly is so funny.
It's the best. It's a high speed lifestyle, dude.
Running out of a restaurant is fucking so funny.
Dude, I mean, what is the speed limit for people? What even is it, dude?
A fast walk is nuts.
What about a full
speed walking out of a restaurant?
I ran to the fucking smoothie place last week. They gave me the wrong order, and I was like, "Well, I don't want the guys waiting on me." And I fucking booked it there and then back. I kind of
gassed a little slower with this smoothie.
Gassed out, but yeah, dude,
that's
I'm
crazy.
all about
You did that. That's very weird.
Ripping it. Well, it's like, why not? Who's to dictate the speed for everybody?
You're right.
Let's move.
You think we should introduce running?
Pick up the pace.
So we all finish a meal, pay for it. Stand up, put our jackets on. We say,
"No, you don't get
Hey, it was good to see you." My Uber's actually here right now.
You don't want to get indigestion, dude.
Knock stuff over and sprint. Sprint into the restaurant.
Dude, I wanted to test this for the longest time. Like, if I go into a Walmart and fucking book it, can I get in trouble for that?
Yeah.
Why?
You can't actually get in trouble, but people are gonna.
Yeah, we're gonna get in trouble.
They're gonna say, "What are you stealing?"
Can the law stop me?
Yeah, if you're like
it.
You're basically pretending you're on like a shopping spree show, where you get just whatever, like just ripping shit off the shelves.
I wouldn't make a mess, but I'd be fast as fuck, dude.
I've seen you move too. You got wheels.
Oh, I can move fast.
I remember when you cooked O'Connor at the beach, dude.
Yeah, your belly beat me. That killed me, dude.
Billy?
That would keep me pissed in my big dick mansion,
in a race.
Dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what you do. You're a big dick guy in a mansion. You think about all the bigger dick, faster dudes, and you go, my wife probably wants to suck that guy so fast.
Everybody wants to suck the fast guy.
Quarterback's so smart.
Quarterback thinks he's so fucking smart, doesn't he?
Oh, holding. Everyone does every play.
Why'd they call it on me?
Yeah, that's awesome. What would your favorite thing be? Rock star, NFL player, comedian, or fashion mogul? What would you pick? Four options.
Fashion mogul seems pretty enjoyable.
Or a serial murderer who never gets caught.
Ooh. Ooh. Fashion mogul I like because they can just, once you're in there, you can just make dog shit and everyone's like, wow.
Yeah.
What is that shit?
Who makes it up?
Fashion is, I hate it.
It's crazy. Like the high when they wear like
shit
peacock.
Nobody will ever wear ever.
Yeah.
And you just get a skinny woman to wear it.
Oh yeah, you starve her.
And like a biracial freak looking dude. A skinny biracial guy to walk wearing fucking gibberish. And you and other like weird fat gay Italian dudes sit there like, it's gorgeous. I love what you've done here.
Yeah, it's pretty fucked up. They wear ladies wear like a jacket with like collars that goes 10 feet over their head, and they're like, oh wow.
And,
oh wow.
And like Converse. Or like trash sneakers with like I don't know what.
Yeah, you wear.
I don't get it.
You make like one dress a year, and fucking like Kate Winslet wears it to like the fucking Kids Choice Awards or whatever, Nickelodeon, and then everyone goes, "Oh wow, she's wearing a Giuseppe Giuseppe's."
This is Giuseppe Giuseppe.
That dress is $30,000. It's so good, right? She's so hot
it's
right now.
Shit, it's complete shit.
Yeah, fashion would be nice. Although that'd be so much pressure, dude. Someone imagine people getting under your skin, being like, the fabrics were a joke. And you'd be like,
that was the point. I was using the fabric as a statement.
You just smack some fucking bare ass teenage boy, be like, get out of here. I'm angry now.
Do that again.
They've angered me.
Go
get
Giuseppe, please.
Giuseppe, get out of here.
Giuseppe, please do not tonight.
Leave me alone. Oh, I'm kidding. Come back.
I mean, that rules. You get to be a gay dude that gets fucked up on wine and cocaine every day, and you just put gibberish on a skinny lady, and you hang out in the south of France.
Slam boys.
Slam boys.
Not bad. Okay, so fashion mogul, obviously that tracks. Serial murder never gets caught. You're a little.
But I don't want to murder people.
Yeah, but I'm saying you don't get caught, so nothing bad happens.
No, I mean, yeah, I don't think you heard what I said. You're not going to get in any trouble,
dude. It's a victimless crime. You're not going to get in trouble. No, that'd be terrible.
Yeah, murdering.
That would be a torture.
But now in this scenario, you want to murder people more than anything on earth.
Yeah, say people have been like really mean to you in the comedy community. Say like people like really mean to you.
What would you do as a serial killer? What would be your method?
I'd like to think I'm a hammer guy.
You seem like a real rage hammer guy. Although hammers are quick.
Yeah,
you get one on the noggin.
Did you see the video of the Poppy, dude? Fucking that was kind of scary.
What, when Pelosi got popped?
Did you see like the actual video?
Giuseppe Pelosi. I think Giuseppe Pelosi might be up to some things.
Did you see?
I think it might be a fashionista.
The hammer attack was actually scary.
The hammer attack was scary
because they're standing there and it's like, I knew this was sauce, and he goes like that real quick. It's so fast. The Poppy's fast, bro.
Poppy was smiling.
He's got quick hands.
Oh no, I thought we were calling Pelosi Poppy.
No, D Poppy. Is this
his name's D Poppy?
The Pop or the Poppy?
The baby?
The Poppy?
I thought you were just calling Mr. Pelosi Poppy.
The Poppy? He's Poppy.
I think there was something odd about him holding it, smiling when the cops were there.
Do you think he
was smiling? I felt like he was kind of like, "Hey, fellas."
Do you think he like kind of like sucked him, but only to save his own life? Like he was so scared, he was like, "Come here,
yeah, come over to my house.
I've seen my wife do this constantly. I know to suck." Come here. My wife made it up to the eye of the pyramid by doing this. Let me show you what I learned.
When he got popped in the head, that was pretty nasty.
That was terrible, dude.
Snoring there, just.
I didn't see the whole. I just saw the attack and cut out.
Like you can hear him dying.
Oh no!
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Oh, that's terrible. I didn't see that part.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of brutal videos going around.
Yeah, he did survive.
There's been a lot of brutal videos going around.
What other ones did you see, Matthew?
I can't remember, but I know there's a real brutal one going around right now that everyone's really scared to talk about.
No, I actually don't know.
It's a police brutality.
Oh, that one, yeah.
I didn't watch.
Like 2 seconds of it.
Did you watch? Was it nasty?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
a real nasty one.
It's tough. It's tough. There's still people like really trying to make good sense out of all this stuff. Like, well, here's why this. It's like, is that what happened? There's 5 black cops attacked a black guy.
5 black cops from Memphis.
I'll explain exactly what happened. I've never met any of these men, but I've read 2 books.
I've never been to Memphis. I don't know one of these guys. I don't know what started this. I don't know what. I don't know
on a meta
one
level,
thing.
here's exactly what it all boils down to. It's like, cool, man. Nice job. Thanks for your input. It's the craziest shit. To still be like, yeah, but here's what's happening behind the scenes of all of this that's driving those 5 guys to beat the fuck out of that other dude. And really, there was actually things that happened before that. And now there's this. And it's like, I don't know, dude. Sometimes I spaz for no fucking reason.
Yeah.
There's no sense.
Imagine all 6 of you at once spazzing.
It's crazy.
Forming Voltron.
It really was.
Spazzing.
Was there any backstory to it or just?
I don't know anything about it other than I saw like for real 2 seconds of the video and I was like, God damn.
Yeah, I heard it was tough to watch. I didn't see it. I don't like to watch that kind of stuff.
Dudes getting beat to death?
Yeah, I don't have. Yeah, I avoid those videos. If someone like obviously someone's gonna hold a gun to my head and make me watch it, obviously I'd do it. But it's like
obviously you're gonna watch.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
If there's a gun to you. If there's a guy with a hammer in your house,
there's a guy with a hammer in my house
that you very calmly,
and I've already offered to suck his dick to calm him down.
Yeah.
And then I did, but
there's like a gay prostitute and somehow drugs got involved and he wants more money than you told him you were going to give him.
I mean, yeah, obviously I do what I had to do.
Yeah. You just got a DUI. You're like, please. please don't let me get in trouble again. I'm almost dead.
Damn, his probation officer was probably like, what the fuck, dude?
An assassin? Yes.
Damn. Luckily, Ray Donovan was there to
It was
clean
an
it up.
assassin.
Ray Donovan got out, stopped fighting with his
cleaner
dad.
came
We
in.
got to clean up this guy.
Yeah.
Sucked this homeless guy's dick. Attacked him with a hammer.
You got to get in there and clean the jizz.
Pa, get out of my house. Pa, get out. Don't go around my fucking family. Paul Pelosi stuck some homeless guy's dick. I got to deal with it. That was a coolest show.
I didn't watch it, but
When Ray Donovan went around.
he was a cleaner, right? Isn't that the whole thing?
Yeah, he's a fixer. He fixed it all.
Yeah.
And the guys, who was the boss of him in that show? What was his name?
I didn't see it.
That's the one thing I didn't like about Ray Donovan. They did a lot of like Jewish tropes where it's like, okay. There's a lot of like Jewish characters who are like telling him to go fix stuff in Hollywood. I'm like, you guys couldn't be any more tone deaf. I hate that shit. I can't stand that.
Yeah.
Shit pisses me off.
Racial Jewish tropes.
Yeah, dude. It was like, come on, guys. Like, why are we doing this, man? It's like, yeah, Ray Donovan, Irish fixer guy, fine, whatever. But
Yeah.
don't do that.
So
Don't have Jewish guys in
overlords
tracksuits.
controlling an Irishman.
That's what it was. It was Jewish overlords. And I was like, Britt, shut this shit the fuck off. I'm like, I can't watch another
We're not
second.
doing this again.
It's just nonsense. Tough Irish guy, more tough, cool Irish guys, like unloading guns real quick from bad guys. And Jewish, it's like, can we just shed our stereotypes?
Yeah, we need to think
please?
of some new stereotypes.
Yeah, dude.
Instead of using these ones over and over again.
Yeah, cool Irish guys fucking cheating on their wives and having like a cool watch selection. That was the best part of the show.
He had
Watching
cool
Ray
watches.
Donovan go into his closet and be like,
Ugh.
put on his cool watches.
People said this was a good show. It sounds like shit.
Yeah, it was. There were some parts of it that were cool. His brother got molested by a priest.
That's a pretty good
That
Irish
was good.
stereotype.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I got that one
good.
pretty exactly right. It's nice that whoever made that's probably Irish and they had to cope somehow.
Yeah,
It's
true.
like actually Irish guys are really cool and have cool watches and do stuff. It's not just the one guy got molested by a priest and everyone else is just drunk. That's not our whole family. One guy gets raped in your family, the rest are drunks.
Pretty much. But yeah, dude, that show was kind of weird. Californication was a weird show.
Yeah.
I'm a big David Duchovny fan.
Duchovny rules.
I like him.
Yeah.
I like Don.
Undeniably good.
He's a good guy, but that dude,
I'd
the
like to
opening,
get back into the X-Files. I bet that show rules.
They gotta
I
reboot
used
that.
to really like it. There was like 1 year of my life I watched it when I was young, when it was still on.
You were far out.
I thought it was pretty sweet.
Did you believe back then?
No, I didn't really believe, but I remember some of the episodes were a little spooky, man. I think you're making light of the show right now. I don't think you could do it, dude.
Well, okay.
I don't think you could get through a season of the Files.
Are you serious? You'll
I don't
watch
think you
the
could get
Files?
through the Files, dude.
You serious, dude?
I think you by yourself in your house could not get through the Files.
Nobody else is there with me.
No.
Brittany's gone.
Everybody's going. You go on.
Where is
all
she?
When you're on the road,
Where
dude,
is she?
don't worry about where the fuck she is, dude. She's standing on a 360 photograph.
She's having fun without me.
No,
I
you're
gotta
in
watch
San
the
Jose.
Files?
You're in San Jose. You just had an average set. You're
What?
back in your apartment. You're back in the Airbnb.
And I'm out looking for the truth.
And then the X-Files comes on. And you go, whoa, the X-Files is on?
They're running down like dark hallways with flashlights. That's
Yeah.
all I remember about that show.
Yeah, that's kind of all I remember too.
Is it fucking, whoa, Mulder, be careful.
Yeah, that was
Whoa,
really
Mulder,
it.
Mulder.
There was a movie too that was actually good.
What was it rated? X.
That's why they pay the big bucks.
You come in here, you make an ass out of me, dude. I'm just a fucking joke, dude. I tell you, I like the X-Files. You come in here, you make fun of Mulder and Scully, dude. No, Matt, it wasn't rated X. There wasn't even sex in it. You never even got to see the redheaded lady's tits, ever.
What a shame.
I do want to,
Especially with a pussy hair like Duchovny.
She's Scully.
Scully is
Yeah,
Gillian
Mulder was a
Anderson.
dude. Scully
Is
was
it Scully?
Yeah, Scully.
Skelly or Scully?
Scully.
With a
Scully.
U. Yeah.
Scully and Mulder.
They tried to remake it in like 2016, I think.
What happened?
I think they shit the
It was
bed.
kind of shitty.
Trump
yeah.
won. It was a bad time.
Trump
Yeah,
won.
they-
They were definitely
they
like,
combated
yeah, it's Scooby Doo.
Damn, X-Files on Pizzagate would be nasty, dude.
Gillian Anderson.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
liked her
she's
as
a
a
beauty.
redhead, dude.
Yeah.
She
She was
munches
nice.
box though.
She was.
She's a lesbian.
Yeah, notorious lesbian. Not in the show, but in real life.
She's
You
notorious.
gotta
lesbian.
watch how you say that.
Why?
you said that, not even joking.
No,
There's
I
only
like
one
her.
Munches
notorious lesbian in
box.
Hollywood.
She does, but I like her still.
Who do you think
huge
is the
fan.
number one lesbian in Hollywood right now, Sean?
I don't know. I'm
Do you not
racking my
follow like
brain.
lesbian entertainers at all?
No, not really.
Only the most notorious.
Only the most notorious.
Only
I have a
Gillian
I have a
Anderson.
shirt with Gillian on it. I have an X-Files shirt someone got for me.
Yeah, who do you think would? I guess there's not really any. Is there like a big time?
Megan Fox had a lesbian affair with Gillian Anderson.
Dude, I'm
What?
telling you, she crushes all the That's why I said it, because she has
takes down all the
hottest celebs. They like date and shit.
What?
Back in the day.
Who was that lady that was like crashed her car into the house? Wasn't she a lesbian?
Which one?
The lady who
Yeah.
like freaked out, got drunk.
Oh, I don't know.
Went fucking 180.
Notorious. Notorious.
She was flying, dude. She was going so fast.
I don't
Maybe
know
she
who
found the
this is.
truth. Maybe she found the truth, dude.
Truth is out there.
She was trying to get to space, dude. She was in light speed.
She was fucked up.
I'm gonna
right?
go out on a limb and say Sydney Sweeney's pretty.
Who's that?
The blonde chick from
Second
Euphoria. I went to look at nude photos of Gillian. I forget her name already.
Anderson.
Gillian Anderson. Anyway, this is odd stuff.
Who's Jillian Sweeney?
Sydney Sweeney's
Sydney Sweeney?
Euphoria.
Oh, Sydney Sweeney.
Which you described her the best, Matt. You said she's like if a blow-up doll became a real like a
Yeah.
turn to life.
Oh yeah. You're gonna go out on that limb.
It's tough limb.
Say she's attractive.
I'm gonna say
Somebody
that
had
she's
said.
pretty.
Yeah, I would agree. I would agree with that.
I would also agree.
There's something to her.
There's something about her that I really like.
Yeah, I could see that.
Maybe it's her young, massive jugs. Something about those young, awesome, massive jugs she
Yeah,
has.
and those big dumb eyes. Those big dumb hot eyes.
Those absolutely fucking lifeless hot eyes.
There's something to that. Is that like a new thing with chicks where they would look like completely lifeless? Or is it maybe that's just years of like being drugged up since they were little? They do that. They drug the kids up, bro. They drug them. And
True.
then they get hot.
Yeah, maybe the drugs are the reason kids are hot.
Could be. Did you hear about, dude? You got to stop playing, dude. Fucking Ricky Morty got crushed. Did you see the fucking transcript of the shit he was saying?
bro.
Did you hear the transcript of stuff he was saying?
Yeah, he was.
Oh, now we're going to all of a sudden act like we don't care. We don't think kids are fucking hot?
Yeah,
He went nuts.
I like to goof around, but
exactly.
good Christ.
Exactly. Apparently, he was not kidding. Goofing is fun.
Apparently, he was kidding. Hey, Matt. Dude, that transcript was fucking disgusting, dude.
Yeah. That was wild.
It was such like a
he was so angry,
slimy
too.
weird way to talk to a.
Oh, of him
Yeah.
actually.
He was like, "Are you in school? What type of dumb shit are you studying in school today?" Yeah. Oh, he kept calling her jailbait. Be like, "Jailbait, what's up?"
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, dude, how old is he?
I don't know.
Because the first episode of Californication was David Coveney having sex with a minor.
I mean, that's
And it was just
the whole,
like, that was back when people were like,
42 now.
oh, she's jailbait. I could totally get
Yeah,
in
I
trouble
mean,
for this.
old school was about a dude fucking a high school chick
Yeah, true.
who was so hot.
Yeah, I gotta remember. I
What's
don't
that lady's
remember.
name? She was in Girl Next Door. Isn't that a movie, Girl Next Door, where she was like a porn star?
How's your babe database, Sean? Is it pretty strong?
It could be stronger.
Some
honestly.
dudes have like good babe databases.
Yeah, no, I
Her
get it to
name, the
certain
one I'm
age.
thinking of was Alicia Cuthbert.
Oh yeah, I got
She
that.
was very pretty.
She is very pretty.
Let me see. Did you ever hear the legend of Saint Cuthbert?
No, what happened in that?
He used to go out in the middle of the night. He would go out into the water when no one was watching. There was one monk that followed him to see what he was up to.
Yeah.
And he would sit in the ocean. This monk claims that all the animals would come to him. And he would sit there and play with all the animals, and he would go back inside and go to bed. I'm just saying.
It's pretty sick. Monks just made up like 8-year-old lies. It's literally a lie a fucking 2-year-old would tell you. And every village person was like, "Yes, it's true.
Yes, they're gonna sing
Tonight they play with the secrets."
Did you ever get into anchorites?
No, what are anchorites?
Anchorites, apparently, if you were a part of a religious community back in like medieval times, you could be like, I want to be an anchorite or an anchoress if you were a girl.
Yeah.
And they'd put you in a room. and that was it for the rest of your life. You would sit in a room for the rest. You would request this. Sit in a room for the rest of your life. You had one window where you could see in and watch the mass. Another window you could look outside and watch nature, and you had one like a little door or something. People would come and be like, "Oh, Signora," and ask you questions, and just be like,
what does this mean?
"What this is?"
I don't know anything.
You'd be out of your mind, dude. You'd
Yeah.
been just secluded for years, and someone would knock on your door, and you'd just be like,
Yeah. You'd be the shit lady.
"Yeah,
You'd be shitting in a bucket. You'd be sitting there.
Yeah.
Someone would go, "What's going on?" You'd be like, "Hey, what's the fucking matter?" In here eating poop for 12 years.
yeah." Some lady requested that. I was reading about this lady that was like, "Yeah, anchorite, let me go," and they were
Man.
like, "Yeah, for sure, Senora." Pretty
A lot
tight.
of stupid shit.
Pretty nuts, dude. That's a wild one to be
Yeah.
like when dudes do the monk hierarchy and they're like, "I don't even need to come out of my room.
I don't
dude.
even need to talk
I can
ever.
sit in my fucking room for the rest of my
Yeah.
life." It's like, damn, dude.
Nice. You wasted a life. Good job. It's a sin. What you did was against God.
Yeah, it's pretty nuts. Just keying it. Although it's kind of a sick excuse to get out of church. Like, I'm gonna sit in this room. I watch.
Yeah,
I
it's a
watch.
very sick excuse to get out of living back then.
Yeah, true.
Just be like, I'm just going to get locked up in this room.
Yeah, well, apparently
Call it a
the
day.
lady only had one wish her whole life, and that was she wanted to get deathly ill. She wanted to get deathly ill and survive. And she wanted to have visions. What happened is she ended up having a terrible fever to where she was getting last rites. And she went into this, like, she had all these visions and then came out of it and shared them with the church. And they were like, "Good, nice work." And then she's
Yeah.
like, they're like, "What do you want?" She's like, "Lock me in my room." And they're like, "No doubt, lady.
We got it.
Get up in there.
We can handle it.
Get up in your room, lady. You a bad motherfucker.
Yo.
You a baddie, bro. Get up in the room. You a baddie. Get up.
You're
Lock up
done
in
being
there.
sick? All right, get up there.
She got sick, dude.
Get
and
back up into the room
locked her up.
with nothing.
No, just a bed, some
A couple
rosary,
books.
a couple. She wrote. I think she sat up there and just wrote a bunch of books, and watched the mass and be like, "Hello" to people, and just sat in a fucking like a fucking zoo animal.
Yeah,
Pretty nuts. That's a wild existence.
I don't
dude.
like it.
Dude, it's the reading about those early church dudes is kind of fun. That was like the coolest thing you could do was be stoned to death and be there was dudes who were
Yeah.
like, "I can't wait to get my head bashed in with rocks."
Until that day comes.
Well, what happened was there was one
Then
guy
the day
who,
comes and you go, ooh, I fucked up.
Well,
Getting
well-
hit with rocks is going to suck.
True, perhaps, yes, definitely. But
Yeah.
dude, there was one guy whose older brother got martyred, and he was like, "Dude, I'm such a bitch, dude. This sucks."
Yeah.
So then he was like out trying to rabble rouse, knowing people were like, "Yeah, we're cool. We already got your
We know
brother
what you're doing, dude.
posing." So then he eunuched himself. So he had to like take over the school his brother was teaching, but there were so many hot young babes that he was like, "I can't handle this." Eunuched himself.
It's pretty honorable.
His name's Origen.
You got to be pretty horny for that.
He was probably like, "Yo, you're jailbait. You're so gay." What the
Jailbait,
fuck?"
dude. I'm fucking Milan drunk. I'm drunk here in Venice. I'm going to cut my dick off.
Oh, why? Like, dude, there's the. I guess he was hammered. I guess
Hammered.
there's the transcript, bro.
He was hammered and he kept the whole time being like, "You're not going to share this with anyone, are you?"
And maybe he wanted it, dude. Maybe he wanted it on some level. On some level, we want the
know.
shame and destruction.
I don't know. It was a pretty
some-
tough read.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or maybe he thought like everything was sweet.
I think it was 2012.
Oh,
I think it was long
2012.
enough ago where you could be a freak. It was right at the end of being like jailbait.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah.
You watched
like
the
that
first
long
episode
ago.
of Californication. You said, "Yeah, what the hell?" David Duchovny's doing it. He's
David
a fucking
Duchovny's allowed to fuck a kid.
hottest
I
actor.
just
in
watched it
America.
on Showtime. I'm not allowed to fuck this kid in England.
Yeah, what the hell?
Yeah. I'm going to strike up small talk with the 16-year-old in England every
Over
day.
what? What was the medium?
Probably Facebook.
Oh, on Twitter. Yikes.
Anyway, what do
Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Remember, dude, you're cutting into valuable Patreon time, dude.
yeah, it's time for us to get into Patreon where we're going to make fun of this guy for fucking DMing a kid. Not because we're worried about the wellness of the kid, just because we want to crucify somebody.
Yeah, we just want to fill an hour.
Yes.
Although, to be fair, I'm worried about the kid.
Obviously, yes.
I'm worried the kid was confused.
Definitely.
I'd be so mad, dude.
If you were a kid and like your favorite cartoon guy was, or what? Actually, no. When did Rick and Morty start? This couldn't have been that long ago.
Wasn't even out at the time? The hell was this kid doing?
What did he do that she liked?
So Rick and Morty aired in 2013. So I guess.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
Oh,
possible.
he's probably like, babe, you have no idea. It's coming. Maybe he did like a successful child's program before that.
Probably.
Getting the feedback. He's like, yeah, you like that?
You like some of that?
You like that they found all the jewels in the hidden castle?
You like that all the puppies teamed up? You're such a bitch.
Yeah, I know. Humdinger's such a dickhead. I hate writing his part. But yeah, let's. Oh, dude.
Yeah. Talk about them dates.
Yeah, let me. Oh, Sydney Sweetie came up again.
Sydney Sweeney is a girl I'd like to give a kiss to. I would say you and me.
Guys, this is now we're fucking around a lot, but we're being really serious. Friday, February 17th through the 19th, I'll be in Phoenix, Arizona at CB Live. March 16th, fucking St. Patty's Day, through the 18th.
Damn, they give you Super Bowl and St. Patrick's
Bro,
Day.
they're killing me, bro. They're killing me.
Tell the tightwads. Just give the tightwads a little nudge.
I'm hungry, bro.
He's listening right now.
I'm hungry.
He's listening.
I'm hungry,
Well,
bro.
just let him know.
I'm building to something big, dude. I'm hungry.
I get it, but
I also didn't know when the Super Bowl was.
Yeah.
So shame on me.
he should.
Shame on me.
I know you're listening.
Well, no,
to this.
I booked the Super Bowl myself. That was my bad.
All right.
That was my bad. That was my B. Bridgeport, Connecticut. That'll be March 16th through the 18th. And then New Brunswick, New Jersey at Stress Factory. That's March 30th through the 31st. And then I'll be in, that's March 31st to April 1st. April 6th, Boston, Massachusetts, the 6th and 7th. And then Austin, Texas, May 4th. I don't have to go that far in advance.
Yeah.
It's all on my website, mattmccusker.com.
Go to mattmccusker.com.
Just do that, all right? I don't feel like listening to all
Yeah.
these fucking dates. I feel like a dumbass talking about this stuff. But yeah, we're going to see. Bill, I'm going to have this all culminate in something humongous. I got a bunch coming up. They get you. They get you. They got a couple, and all of a sudden, next thing you know, you go, oh my goodness gracious.
Yeah.
Oh my
They
God.
won't stop.
Yeah, they're going to make me a beast.
They will not stop booking you. They'll go, now look, we forgot. We were supposed to have some time off here, but this club reached out, so we got to do it. It's like, all right, I'll do 8 weeks in a row, I guess.
No, they've
That's not going to take a toll on me.
They've been pretty good. They've been good about
Yeah.
not whooping the old boy.
They're going to start.
Not whooping
Once
the
they
old
see
boy.
the ticket sales, they're going to go, yes.
Yeah.
Another one we can suck off of. And by they, I mean my agent.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know him.
I know people. Yeah, people think
He's a punk, dude.
he's a
He's a
punk.
young punk, dude. Next time I see my agent, I'm going to punch him
You
in the
gonna
belly. Yeah.
Dude, double punch him.
He's going to call me again.
You know, like books just kind of like grab you and you can't put them down. It was, I'm not buttering you up. I swear to God. I read it and it was pretty great.
That's great to hear.
Because I remember you were kind of like hesitant. You're like, you know, like, well, should I write an autobiography? I don't know if you're just kind of like messing around with your co-host, John McWhorter. But did you really have like a kind of hang up, like, do I really deserve to write an autobiography? Or did you know, like, I'm letting this rip?
I don't know if I'd put it that way, but it was a long time coming. I've been thinking about it a long time before I actually got it done.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. But once I got going with it, once I got into the thing, it kind of took over.
So what was that like? Like, did you have an outline for like this part of my life, or did like the memories just spontaneously arise as you started kind of from the beginning?
I went through different, phases. First, it was going to be Changing My Mind. That was my title, had a working title. And I thought it was about being on the left, being on the right, a black guy, conservative, Reagan affiliations and things like that. But then kind of going left and, my back and forth, the pendulum swing of my politics, changing my mind. It was going to be about, the friends you lose and, the things that you have to do and, things like that. But that was the cover story. That wasn't the real story.
Yeah, I remember that theme from there.
Then it was going to be the enemy within. I went through a phase when it was all about, fighting my drug addiction and, dealing with my sexual addiction and things like that. And confession and, getting religion and losing, it's going to be about the devil, about the guy sitting on your shoulder on one side, on the other side. The enemy within. And then I realized that the real issue for me was figuring out how to tell myself the truth about my life. That was being honest. It was coming to terms with it, and I finally was able to get something going. Yeah, I had an outline. I had a dozen outlines.
Yeah. You just didn't know how deep you're going to go into.
I knew I wanted to do the Chicago thing. I knew I wanted to do the MIT thing. I knew I wanted to do the Harvard thing. I knew I wanted to do the drug thing. I knew I wanted to do the church thing.
Yeah.
So I had these, but it didn't have the life that it needed. It didn't have the I want to say something like thematic integrity. It didn't have the vision. It wasn't quite right.
What do you think the theme was? So, because I have an idea of what the kind of the theme was for me. What do you think the theme was, at least from my experience of it? What do you think the theme was for you when you're writing it, or like that you took away from it afterwards?
Well, I hint at that in the preface when I say it's the problem of self-regard. And I say I'm playing a game with the reader. The reader has to figure out whether or not what I'm saying about myself is true. And I call myself being clever. I say, I'm going to tell you the worst things about myself. And in doing so, I'm going to gain your trust.
Yeah, I remember I was kind of tickled. I read that. I'm like, God damn it, he's so smart, dude. It's such a good way to start the book. But that was true, though. It was, you really did disclose, a lot. And it wasn't like, I read it and I was like, first of all, and I got to say, and this is, I just didn't know how much of the book was going to be about you getting pussy. That was crazy. You got a lot
about
of pussy.
what?
You got a lot of pussy. A lot of the book was about getting pussy and growing weed. I had to turn it over and check. I was like, is this my life story? And I was like, no. I was like, this is you, Glenn.
Well, I wasn't bragging. I wasn't trying
bragging.
to prove anything.
No,
I
dude.
was just telling you what
you don't
happened.
need to, bro. You don't need to, man. That was the smoking jacket, dude. I would try to explain that to people. And they're like, what are you talking about? I'm like, dude, it's the funniest thing. Was your Uncle Adler smoking jacket?
You should have known my Uncle Adler, man. Yeah, that was my Uncle Adler's smoking jacket, and he gave it to me. I mean, he came to my bachelor pad on the near north side of Chicago, Lincoln Park. And, it was all set up for seduction.
Yeah.
And, I've got the music playing and I got the incense burning and the weed and whatnot. And, the fireplace and the exposed brick, the track lighting, the 4-poster bed. I'm ready.
Bro.
And he says, oh, man, this is too much. You will make better use of this than me. Because he was this Duke Ellington-esque. Mm-hmm. He was born in the early 20s, so, he would have been like 30 years old in 1952, 53. He was in his prime.
He was in his prime, and he transferred you the smoking jacket.
Well, by the time this happened, which was the late 70s, he was past his prime, and he was in decline. He drank himself to death.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah,
he had a lot of different issues, but he was a ladies' man par excellence, and
Wait, so how old was he when he gave you the jacket? How old was he when he gave you the jacket?
Okay, he would have been 55.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying he was 30. I got you. So he was like really happy.
No, he was still making good use of it when he was ready.
So what was the protocol for the jacket? Would it be on like in the house? Would you toss it on afterwards? Like how exactly did it work?
The coolest thing was coming out of the shower, drying off, and just putting the jacket on.
God damn. And then, and I don't know if you fully, maybe you recognize this, but just like the poetic nature of how it met its demise, just a scorned young lover cutting it to pieces. Like there was no other way that jacket was going to lose form other than that by the hands of a scorned young lady.
It was like some kind of Greek tragedy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I read that. I was like, this is beautiful.
Like I say, it was like entrails strewn on the floor. Like, the soothsayer is supposed to come in and tell you what your future is going to be when you see this shit.
But that's what I really liked because, like, you really can, like you were saying, like, oh, I'll just hit a couple key themes from the south side of Chicago, blah, blah, blah. But you like really went in the autobiography, and it was like, you were really laid, like, just stuff out there that I think a lot of people would kind of be like, nah, I'm going to polish my image, where you're like, well, I want to be authentic, but then I don't want to totally, lose the, because everyone has stuff they've done that they're obviously not proud of.
To the point where people might be saying, you're telling me too much. They might be saying, why are you telling me all of this? They might be trying to say, oh, it was that bad. You think you can get a pass by telling me how bad it was?
Yeah, but that's kind of, I think that's kind of, I don't know. I totally agree with what you're saying, but I'm like, if you've lived a full life, you know, like you've made mistakes yourself, and to be able to like make them, learn from them, grow from them. I don't know. I just like when people are like, you think you're going to pass now? It's like, dude, I'm sure you've done stuff too. Like, yeah, my answer would be like, yeah, dude, I wrote it down, and it's like, well, a pass for what? It's just like, this is my life. This is what happened. And it's like,
well, that's where I came out. I came out saying, you know, it is what it is, and I have to tell it fully. And as I say in the book, in a way that I'm exposing myself to myself too. I'm going back over these things, and I'm asking myself, man, how could you have done that? What was it going on in your mind? Like when I smoked crack in my Harvard office.
Yeah, that was pretty good. That was a good one.
I take my whole career in my hands. Anybody could have come in with a security key, man.
Yeah, that, and also
that was crazy.
That was a wild move. And also, I will say, bringing you know, the side babe to a work thing. Bro, I read that and I was like, no, Glenn, don't do this. No, dude, that was crazy.
In Israel. I took her to a conference at the Hebrew University of Jerusalem, Mount Scopus campus.
And people really like, did people actually like take you aside and like, dude, what the hell? Or were they just kind of
They didn't, but they raised their eyebrows. But I was oblivious to the whole thing, man. I was getting ready to go into the Reagan administration as an undersecretary to Bill Bennett in the education department, which was all about family values and everything like that. And it was just crazy.
Yeah, but the thing that I'm, this is the one question that like, because when I read your autobiography and it sent me, I started reading them now like impulsively. I'm reading a bunch of them because then I started like, when I read yours, the big question was like to that point of like when you were like, you know, orbiting the apex of basically worldly power. And then the whole thing, the thinking that I would get from your autobiography would be like, yeah, I shouldn't be doing this. I shouldn't be having extramarital affairs, but I kind of deserve a reward. I'm working hard. I'm getting all this stuff. And if that was the thinking at the time, and it's honestly like you said, you weren't obviously the only one in Washington, D.C. that had, you know, a little sweet thing on the side. So the question would be like, looking back on all that, what do you think a person in like super high stature like deserves, quote unquote, or like, what do you think looking back on that now? Does that question make sense?
Well, yeah. In the book, I talk about master the universe. Like
yes, that's the phrase.
You know, and I got that from Tom Wolfe, the writer. You know, his book Bonfire of the Vanities. You know, his character Sherman McCoy, who was a bond trader. He was like 35-year-old, had a big apartment in Park Avenue or something like that. He was living the life in New York City. He had social X-ray wife and all the museum, benefit things and whatnot. And he's making $1 million a year, and he's a master of the universe. He has a side piece. He gets into trouble. It's a fiasco. You have to read the book. It's very funny.
Yeah.
But I identify with that guy.
Yeah.
I thought, I'm a professor at Harvard. I'm the smartest guy in the room. I wasn't making his kind of money, but I wasn't doing badly. I had real connections. I was on the upscale. I was on the magazine, thing. And
you're getting tapped by literally the Reagan administration.
Yeah. I was going to the White House, and I was, the world was mine. I could do whatever I wanted to do. And the side piece was a part of that. And, did not think there would ever be any reckoning, and felt like I had it coming.
The reckoning, you're saying?
I said, didn't think there would ever be any reckoning. I mean, didn't imagine chickens would come home to roost. Didn't see anything, like Sherman McCoy in the book.
Yeah.
When he ends up in a New York City courtroom and his whole life falls apart and the girlfriend is gone and the bond trading firm doesn't want his services anymore and the newspapers are on his heels and the lawyers are picking him over. I ended up pretty much in the same kind of a position.
Yeah, well, that's kind of my question, because I started reading these autobiographies trying to figure out, like, because there's like, if you look at like value systems, you have like sacrifice self. This is all from like Spiral Dynamics, which I'm not like a master of. I've just read books about it. And there's like express self, which is like, I'm going to get what I want, not even like damn everybody else, but like, I'm going to, try to get as much as I want is, that's my driving emphasis on life. And then there's like, I should sacrifice my well-being for the good of others. And they're just two prevalent worldviews that, like, you can either subscribe to one. And the question I have is like, to what degree do you sacrifice your own joy and happiness versus do you, pursue your own joys? And like, basically how do those worldviews play out if you read someone's entire life? So I don't have the answer to that. I don't know if maybe you could shed some light on it. Yeah, it's kind of a tough one to figure out. What would you say looking back on it? Like, because my main question was like, yeah, if you were to have side pieces and get away with it, you'd probably look back on your life pretty fondly and be like, fuck yeah, dude, that was awesome. But it's when it comes and it just kind of like hits your life like a meteorite. I think that's when that's what I'm just trying to figure out basically.
Well,
Sorry, that's like kind of a heavy question.
What I told myself was I was living fully.
Yeah.
I've only got one life. I'm going to live it to the full. I'm going to have experience.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I went through a religious phase, and I abandoned all of my wild pursuits. My wife, who had been with me through thick and thin, and had stuck with me. We started having a family. We had 2 sons. We're in their 30s now, but we're babies at the time. And I found Jesus. I was a deacon in the church. I was, AA. I was going to my meetings. 2 years, 5 years. I was a straight arrow for a while.
Yeah. So my question is, and in the book, it is funny because you talk about kind of the breaking point is like people touching you and you had to do like basically the tongues, and you had at one point you just gave in and you're like, bah!
It's complicated.
What was that like? I mean, was it not?
Well, there was that. There was the secretary of mine who tragically died early in the funeral, and everybody danced around talking about she's with Jesus, and I just wanted to pause for a minute and contemplate the fact that this beautiful young woman was gone from this freak disease and right in the prime of everything good was happening for her. And, Jesus, I didn't want to hear it. I didn't want to hear about it was okay.
Yeah.
And they were like dancing around this church, and that really pissed me off.
Yeah.
But the thing that you referred to is earlier, it's when I was first coming along in the church and being inducted into the spiritual community and the culture of belief, and it was about baptism in the Holy Spirit, and they were putting hands on me and praying while we were setting up chairs in the gymnasium where the church was having its services before the service, and inviting me into this state of a giftedness with respect to spiritual gifts, speaking in tongues, healing, this kind of So this was a conservative, theologically conservative, Pentecostal oriented kind of congregation, even though it's Black, Methodist, African Methodist, Episcopal, but they had this flavor to it. And, I didn't believe, and I ended up speaking in tongues.
You did.
I ended up, because that's how you show that the baptism of the Holy Spirit has come upon you, that you have a manifestation of it. But it was fake. I was just doing it to have them stop praying, because those people, those Christians were going to keep on praying.
They wouldn't stop.
It was this surreal scene, and they're going on and on and on, and they're getting expressive, and they want to completion of this thing. They want to, and I performed, and afterwards I kind of, there was a kind of cynicism to it, a kind of, what game are we playing? So eventually I moved away from the church, but as I tell in the book, it's a complicated story.
Where do you stand now personally with like spiritual beliefs, and like, where do you,
So if I had to put a name on it, I'd say agnostic. I am not an anti-religious person. I'm not a person who, they believe in God. That's some crazy shit.
Yeah.
I'm not that guy. I respect people's trying to come to terms with the biggest questions of existence. What's the meaning of life? Who am I? Where'd we come from? What's the answer to the ultimate questions? People are seeking, and this is a human tendency that you see in every culture going back throughout recorded time. People seek meaning in life. But I think it's the hardest problem there is. What's the meaning of life? I don't believe in magic. I'm not going to just sign on to something that doesn't make sense to me. I don't believe in virgin births. I don't believe that a person who died is alive 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 years after they died. I don't believe that. That's just asking me too much. But the answer to, it relates to what we were talking about earlier about getting pussy and about side pieces and about, what's the most noble way of living? What's the most rewarding way of living? Is feeding my sensual desires really? I mean, is there anything higher than that? I mean, what about my loyalty to others? What's the anyway, I'm rambling. I'm just saying I think people trying to answer that question and in part through religious practice is a legitimate thing. I'm just not.
So that's exactly kind of my question is like, what do you, and again, it is kind of a tough one to answer, but it's like, what have you walked away from being like, is there anything higher than feeding your sensuous appetites? And like over the course of like, decades, does the sensuous appetite being fulfilled be like worth it? Or is it like, is there something you think higher than that just in like, whatever else there could be, even if it isn't like an organized religion, but like, where do you stand on that now? Does that question make sense?
Repeat the question.
So do you think it is enough to just kind of satisfy like sensuous kind of like appetites of the body? Or do you think there is something higher principles and over the course of time, just as I could see serving higher principles and then getting to the end of it and being like, well, what the fuck, man? I could have been having fun. That was a waste of time. Or do you think that pays off?
I don't know. I just know there are other people. I know that when you make a decision to hurt somebody, that's consequential. I don't think my sensual gratification is the highest thing. I mean, what about my intellectual edification?
True, but is that just to get pussy? No, I hear you
man,
saying.
I'm in my 70s now.
Yeah,
mortality. That's the thing that you confront. I realize I've only got however much I've got, but it's not that much,
Yeah.
And then you're gone. And then what? I mean, and then what? I don't believe in the afterlife either. I think when the brain cells stop firing, whatever consciousness that is embodied in me is gone forever. So what's the point? And, I could say some poetic stuff here, baby smile, things like that, the sunrise, and, and it's not bad watching the sunrise over the ocean from the beach and, whatever. And the pussy's not bad either.
True.
A good glass of wine or whiskey,
right?
Good smoke.
Yeah.
But there's got to be more. There's got to be more than that. And what about my legacy? What about the memory? I mean, I know that whatever I do now etches in stone, whatever it is that people can look back upon. That was, Glenn Lowry.
Yeah, well, and then, so speaking of that was the big, I think this has kind of been in the book, a big theme of your life where it's like, you're in a place, you can kind of identify things that seem almost performative and like not, I guess, like true to experience or whatever. And I feel like you could have, in the book, you say people because of your race would just be like, hey, just kind of take a position. Not, you had your own merits, but you detected there'd be a lot of like, look, kind of quota filling and like, just relax, take a paycheck and like, just be here for representation. And you kind of really bucking against that, being like, no, fuck that. I'm going to be here on my merits. And like, I'm going to go to a different school. Like where were you at one point where you're like, I'm out of here? Or there, I think, that wasn't the Kennedy Center, was it? Am I mischaracterizing? I don't want to mischaracterize
no, you're not. You're not mischaracterizing it. This is about affirmative action and about race and how you come to terms with what people think about and the expectations they might have and whatnot. And I've gone through different phases on it, but I was at Harvard. In 1982. I came as a professor, the first Black to be tenured in the economics department. I was appointed in Afro-American studies. I was trained at MIT. That's where I did my PhD. I was a techie guy. I was a math, whiz and a theoretical economist and, very academic, very ivory tower. And it was a fork in the road for me about whether to be a pundit, a public intellectual, a guy that you see on TV and writing in magazines and whatnot, or whether to be a scientist. And I didn't know if I was good enough to really break through to the first rank of the scientists. I was in that pack, but I didn't know if I was at the top of the heap in that pack because, those guys are pretty good.
Yeah.
I had my doubts, and I got brought into Harvard so early in my career, and I had this portfolio of responsibilities where I was going to be the black guy, I was going to be the black economist, I was going to do the Afro thing, as well as doing the scientific thing on economics, and I was overwhelmed by it, and the doubt of whether I was good enough, which especially rankled me because I didn't want anybody to think that I was. And also ran that I was being patronized. I didn't want to be that guy, that black guy that, oh, well, we know he's not really, but, we got other women. I don't want to be that guy.
Yeah.
And I say in the book, I choked. I thought about that game of pool I lost to my mother's lover in that pool hall way back when I was a kid.
Dude, I read that. Andrew's a big pool guy. He can play really well, but I read that. I
had a clean shot on the 8 ball in the side pocket, and I would have run the table on this dude, and he's got his hand on my mom's butt.
Yeah, oh, bro.
And I don't know who he is. And, man, and I missed that shot.
Oh.
I choked, man.
Yeah.
And I felt a little bit like that some days when I was sitting in my office at Harvard and I was trying to find an idea that I thought was going to be a good enough idea. And I'm looking over my shoulder and everybody's looking and is he going to be good enough and whatnot? And I had an out.
Yeah.
And the out was going over to the Kennedy School, taking up the job of a public intellectual and start writing op-ed pieces and, book reviews and magazines and commentary because I was a unusual black guy. I was conservative in some of my orientations. I had a lot of respect for what the Reagan revolution was about as far as an economist is concerned. Forgive me. It was a long time ago. I was young and foolish, but there was a road for me to be a pundit and a commentator, a Cornel West, kind of type.
Yeah.
He's respect. I respect Cornel.
He's fantastic.
I respect Cornel.
So,
but the scientific with the green eye shade and just doing the the epsilons and all that, and I made the choice to go the way that I ended up going.
I'm curious though because I obviously had only seen your show before that, so I didn't know. I knew you were economist and all that stuff. I don't know anything. I'm terrible at math, so I was just like whatever, like supply and demand, and I didn't know it was such a technical science, but do you have regrets about, because you seem, my point is you seem so well suited for commentate, you're so good at just talking in general that the fact that you were like, I don't know if I want to do this. Do you feel like that was almost a well-placed nudge by the universe at the time? Or do you feel kind of like, damn, I wish I stuck, which is just imagining you sitting in a building doing math is just like, my God. It's kind of nuts.
I think all things considered, it was, like you say, a nudge of the universe, well placed in the right direction. Although I have regrets. I mean, I would have been a much less interesting dude if I had done the scientific thing.
Yeah, true.
Okay.
Maybe you could have been like Breaking Bad. You might have been like making math shit.
There would have been this character inside of the guy trying to get out.
That's what I'm saying. It would have been crazy to keep all of that in, just the hours of talking, all of the stuff you've done, and then to keep that in and just sit behind a desk and just doing.
So there's a character I carried through the book. Jonathan Hughes is his name. He was one of my teachers when I was an undergraduate at Northwestern University. He's a historian, economic historian, economist, but a historian, played the saxophone, and always said, don't eat lunch at the economist table and the faculty club. Go to the big table where the historians and the literature people and the scientists and the whatnot, because it's too narrow. It's too narrow. Read widely. Read outside of your field. And I think that not getting too down in the weeds spirit stuck with me. I mean, so I might have been unhappy.
Yeah.
As a guy trying to, every year the Nobel list comes out, you're looking to see if your name is on it kind of guy.
Yeah.
I might have been, unhappy. I know I would have gotten a lot less pussy.
I feel you. Yeah, I mean, well, and it's funny too, because I think obviously it worked out. You're doing, you got your recognition, and it's like, I do see the pressure that is kind of like, because for me, it's like, maybe this is like, I'm trying to think how to formulate this. But I especially with the black conservative thing, I feel like there's just like undue pressure where it's like, you know, you're doing conservative values, but then you have, you know, in the back of your head, it's like you have, you know, family, all these other people where it's like could almost excommunicate you being like, dude, you're, you know, you're playing for the wrong side, blah, blah, blah. Did you feel the pressure of like almost like conservatives wanting to be like, yeah, say those things? Cause like, you know, how did you, cause it's a shame. Cause it's like, if that's your real orientation, then you're like, how do you balance that? Or do you care?
That's a good question, Matt. No, I definitely care. I definitely felt it. And I think you put it very well. Yeah, on the conservative side, there's people saying, yeah, get on out there, darky. I could say it, but they bite my head off. You go ahead. On the one hand. And then on the other hand, there's like my homeboys and my uncles and whatnot sitting back saying, man, what kind of Uncle Tom thing are you doing? What, tap dancing for the white man? You know, Reagan? Come on, you got to be kidding me. Reagan?
Yeah,
like that. And where do I stand? I don't want to be anybody's dancing bear. You know, I'm there to say that even black people agree with us about affirmative action. I don't want to be that, guy. On the other hand, I had my doubts about affirmative action. I actually agreed with Reagan about a lot of the economic policy stuff. So I had to be true to myself. I mean, I can't live my uncle's life. I mean, but I had doubts. So that's definitely the case. So I bounced back and forth, I mean, I broke with the Reagan people. I tried to come home again and realized then you can't ever really go home again.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of like, oh, you gotta switch the thing. All right. So I'll take a little break. All right. Sorry about that. We had to change the battery in the camera.
Okay.
So not to lose our place. The thing I was at was the just kind of the black conservative question, and it always has struck me that it's like there's this weird like double pressure on black people in terms of like politics and stuff, because it does get like, just the phrase black conservative is like you have to almost qualify it, where it's like you're kind of under it's like pressure to be like, are you performing for white people or whatever, and then like who do you be true? Are you true to yourself? Are you being and it's like that seems like a lot of kind of pressure to kind of.
It is a lot.
I
try to point at that in dealing in the book. I mean, authenticity, loyalty, and I resent other people thinking that they look at the color of my skin and they think I know what I'm supposed to say or what I'm supposed to do. I deeply resent that.
Yeah.
On the other hand, when I pick up the newspaper and I read about some of the shenanigans that are going on, I mean, I'm talking about in Baltimore, St. Louis, and Philadelphia, and Chicago, New Orleans, and I feel ashamed. Now, why should I feel ashamed about some knucklehead in some ghetto project somewhere that's ripping somebody off in a carjacking and shoot some other train? Why should I feel anything about that just because that person is black and I'm black?
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like it's my people, and I feel like I'd be damned if I apologize for that. On the other hand, how can I expect somebody to see that and not want to move their family away from it?
Yeah.
And is it enough to just call them a racist? And I feel like the people who represent my group, my racial group, who go on TV, and I could name names, but
sure,
I don't need to, are, it's a song and dance. I mean, they're not dealing with the real thing, and they're not being honest with it. And yet, if I were to say what I really think, then I'd be a traitor. So it's like a maze. It's like wandering in a maze. I mean, I don't know what to do, and I don't want to feel trapped. I want to be true to myself. So I'm dealing with it the best I can.
Yeah. Well, that was like so I went to school like kind of later, like only a couple of years ago. I think in 2000, I went to school for social work, or no, 2020, excuse me, for social work, and that was like, I mean, it was crazy, just being like there was no like even suggesting that somebody have something, you could even be like, obviously there was historical traumas endured and like there's a real thing with that. Then be like, but despite, you still have to have some sort of like, like responsibility. Like you are at some point still responsible for your life. Just saying like that, they'd be like, no, you can't. How dare you? And it's just kind of like, well, dude, it's not going to help anybody. Like take like a 40-year-old person and be like, yeah, look, none of this is your fault. So I feel like I feel like everything gets simplified where it's like you have, one group of people being like, it's their fault. They need to fucking get their act together. They're talking about like black people from the inner city. And then you have people being like, look, it's not their fault at all. And it's like, there has to be it seems pretty easy to like stitch those two things together. But like, yeah, obviously there's been some terrible stuff that's happened that's had an effect, but there's also needs to be some self-accountability. Like, where do you kind of stand on that question? Or do you just like?
I agree with that. I mean, there are a lot of unfairnesses in the world, and there are a lot of people who are in desperate straits and it could do with some help. And I would not want to be a 22-year-old mother with 3 children and making $20,000 a year trying to get by on earned income tax credit and stuff, and food stamps. I mean, I wouldn't want to be that woman, or I wouldn't want to be one of her children.
Yeah.
That's inequality in spades. But that's a separate point from the point that each and every one of us is responsible for how we live our lives and what we do with our time and the extent to which we are responsible to those who are dependent upon us. And you can't let the one cancel out the other. I mean, so, I mean, let me be concrete. Homicide, violence, assault, rape. You just look at the numbers and look at the racial disparity in the numbers. I don't want to hear from a social worker about how it wasn't his fault. Mm-hmm. He had a choice to make. I mean, who are we if we as a society take such despicable behavior? And of course, I get emotional. Now I'm getting emotional about criminal behavior where they're victimizing people. Well, we should get emotional about it because it's despicable. Yeah. Little baby sitting on his grandmother's knee on the front porch and some THUG riding by shooting a pistol at his rival out the window and he kills him. That's despicable. Mm. Black Lives Matter. Exactly. That's despicable.
Yeah.
Like that. I think you should be able to do both things. We should have a decent society without apologizing for criminals.
Yeah.
And when they're black criminals, without apologizing for black criminals.
Yeah. And that was the thing. And then on your show I was watching, you said something to the effect, and I thought it was like also true and good to be like, and people forget too that like people in the inner city, they're Americans. Like they're your fellow country people. Like we should be also helping where we can help and not like using the crime to just be like, that's a totally lost cause and then blah, blah, blah. Because there is like when I was doing the social work, I worked with high schoolers and I would hear their stories, and it's just like if you, like I grew up in the suburbs, and it's like from a suburban perspective to be like, yeah, they just got to figure it out, man. They got to go to school. And it's like, I would hear the firsthand accounts of like what a 14-year-old girl was dealing with. And it's just like, Jesus Christ, man. It would just be like frying my computer. I'm like, this is, I wish people would take a more kind of nuanced approach and just kind of like you're saying, be able to be like, yeah, you can call out bad behavior and also not try to like use bad behavior to, if you want to take like not to like single out Fox News, but like growing up in the 90s, I'm sure you remember the news was just like on Fox News, it'd just be like, black guys are terrible. And like it almost like when I remember being a little kid watching TV, just like seeing the news and be like, Jesus Christ, that's all it was. Then it flipped to like terrorists. Then it was like, white people are the devil. So yeah, I wish people would take more of like a nuanced approach. And it really makes me think like, have you ever thought about just for the sake of the money, just cashing in and going like full Daily Wire?
And going where?
Full Daily Wire, and just being like, yeah, dude, you motherfuckers better knock it off right now. Here's my $2 million, please. Because that's crazy. You watch those right-wing commentators, and it's like, it's the same one that's like the super liberal. You know exactly how they're going to fall on the issue every time. And it's like, do you ever think about taking that money and just going totally unilateral one issue and be like, yeah, guys, just let me know. Because those guys get paid lots of money.
You're giving me ideas, man.
Just a couple of years. Just cash in for a couple of years and just like, you know what, guys, I take it back. Because isn't that crazy though that you have the internet? That's like
well,
nobody's.
I'll tell you what. So,
because you could do it. You could do it very well if you wanted to.
I have the podcast, The Glenn Show, and people watch it, and it's got a Substack thing, and it had a Patreon thing, and they're paying subscribers, and there's advertisers, and there's a little bit of money on the table. There could be a lot more money.
You know what I'm talking about, exactly. That you kind of. My whole point is you kind of pay the price for being honest.
Oh wait a minute, because I got most of these guys beat because I'm a Ivy League tenured professor with an MIT PhD. Wait a minute. You're not going to be able to write that brother off, okay?
No.
And he's out there talking about what the immigrant thugs are doing.
Cats. Have you talked about eating cats yet?
They will pay. They will pay to hear that.
Bro, they would pay you a couple $1 million a year. You can sign up tomorrow.
Yeah, the thought has crossed my mind, but
Yeah. That's my whole point. That's what I admire about you. Again, it's like you could easily fall in at your own, gain throughout years and decades. You could have just fallen in and being like, all right, I kind of see what's going on here. Let me kind of grease my palms and kind of go with the flow. But your whole life seems to be you getting into situations and being like, this is fucking bullshit. And it's a shame because it's like, the markets obviously rewards currently just like demagogic kind of like unilateral thinking of like good guys, bad guys. We're the good guys. They're the bad guys. And that's all we're doing. Like with the debates, it's like we got to pick a non-biased thing where it's like now it's like I won't do a debate on that one and I won't do a debate on this one. I think it's like embarrassing.
Well, the shame of it is I still get accused of being a grifter just for speaking my mind, as I did just a minute ago. They say that I'm doing it for the money when if I really wanted the money, they haven't got any idea.
Oh my God, you can make so much more, bro. You can make so much more. And that's, hopefully you don't read. What do you make of the whole internet comment phenomenon? Do you read them or do you kind of like...
Yeah, I read them. I'm not going to say I read every single one of them in every one of the platforms.
Never piss you off?
But... yeah, they piss me off.
Don't read them.
I have an editor and a producer at the podcast who helped me put the thing out, and we meet and talk about all this stuff and the feedback and whatnot. Audience capture. You don't want to get audience capture and whatnot.
Yeah.
But I try not to take it personally.
Yeah, you can't. You just can't. I always tell people podcasting, the comments are like coal dust for coal miners, dude. It's just an unfortunate reality. You got to breathe some in, but don't whiff it in unnecessarily. Because it'll spin you out. You get one that's like, great. Another one like, this sucks. This guy's the worst guy ever. And then you're stuck between those two things. You're like, I don't know which one's true.
Yeah.
But that is something I do admire. The fact that like your shows, you guys really do like... And there's not a lot of it. You don't see a lot of like high level commentary and thought on issues other than just kind of like, here's a CNN panel with like 4 people blinking in a camera and, they're cutting mics and doing stuff. Same on Fox where it's like, you can say stuff and they kind of like really try to like almost force a point on people rather than letting the point kind of like the cream rise to the top in terms of people talking. And it's like, I think you and John McWhorter do a good job of that. And you guys at least you kind of offset each other. I know you guys don't agree on everything. Have you guys ever gotten in like kind of like a real fight on the show where you had to like...
What's the question again?
You and John McWhorter. Have you guys ever like really butted heads hard or like...
Fighting over something?
Yeah.
Not really. We have a thing going, this kind of shtick.
Yeah.
Like Lewis and Martin or something like that, playing off of each other and, my personality, his and whatnot. I go on these rants. He's so kind of snooty. And, John, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
He's great.
But he would say it himself. He would acknowledge it,
does.
He's kind of weird in that way. But he's smart and he's interesting and we have a conversation going. And Trump. So I'm a Trump apologist and he's got Trump derangement syndrome. Yeah, that's kind of like the type. Okay. And I'm like, how can you sit there in New York City and sneer down your noses at 75 million people? And, have you ever thought about why he's actually as successful as he is? And, your coastal elite people do not have a natural entitlement to run the world.
Yeah. Oh, so what do you make of that then? The whole Trump versus Kamala Harris situation, and just specifically Kamala Harris's rise from literally like the ashes. It was like a senile guy, visibly a guy with cognitive issues.
It's one of the most interesting things I've ever seen in my lifetime. What I think about it is, there are events which expose the real structures of power for what they are. So I watched Nancy Pelosi on Bill Maher, and she's out with a book called The Art of Power.
Really?
Yeah, Nancy Pelosi has a book. It's called The Art of Power. And Bill Maher had her on his intro segment when he does the interview one-on-one. And I thought, yeah, this is real power. You asked me about Kamala Harris and,
Well, sorry to cut you off. What is the nature of her book, though? The Art of It's
I
like
haven't read the book.
How is it?
She's, I guess, giving an account of her rise as Speaker of the House and leader of the Democratic Party and, you know, the inside game of, how we decide things like who's going to be president of the United States.
What? Why did she do that? Seems like
I added that last bit.
I was like,
because I haven't read the book.
I was like, I'm
saying
so
it's
gullible,
The Art
dude.
of Power.
Like,
Trump's signature book is The Art of the Deal, and Nancy Pelosi is The Art of Power. And the image, when I watched her being interviewed by Bill Maher, was her tearing up that copy of the State of the Union address that Trump gave that time.
Yes, I remember
complete contempt.
Yeah.
For this guy that got more votes than anybody else except Joe Biden, et cetera.
Yeah. But she does have a book named The Art of Power. That's true.
She doesn't what about?
She does have a book named The Art of Power.
That's true. That's true.
You were just pulling my leg on the. I thought she really did a tell all about like pulling candidates and all this stuff.
What I was trying to say in response to your question about Kamala Harris was she was a failed vice president until yesterday, and now she's become the hope for the future. I resent having that foisted on me.
Yeah.
I'm just saying I'm not a fool. I'm not asleep out here. I see you people making your moves. I see you billionaire hedge fund people making your moves. Mm-hmm. I see you Democratic Party leadership making your moves on me and trying to tell me a story about what's going on. And first Black woman, first Asian woman.
Yeah.
Please give me a break.
My sense, it is kind of grotesque to even, especially to use like, legacy of racial struggles and all that stuff and like have that as like almost a hologram hovering over a giant bureaucratic machine trying to launch like multiple
wars.
Like
that image.
You know what I mean? Doesn't that feel kind of like, I don't know, it gives me the creeps where I'm kind of like, of all things, like, Jesus, man. You're supposed to like,
the hologram image, I love this. This is what is put out by the real structures of power to mollify and put you people to sleep, to lull you into a complacency and an acceptance, to give a phony legitimacy. I mean, the future.
Yeah.
Hope.
Oh, yeah. More wars.
Joy.
Yeah. The joy made me laugh, dude. That was when you did the rendition of Oprah's performance of Joy. That actually made me chuckle.
Do they think we are idiots? What do they think? They lead us with a ring through our nose. They say bark and we bark.
How does it work? I mean, that's a question too. Is it even working? Is it all just a media fabrication or like, cause I live in a pretty liberal area in Austin, Texas, and I don't see a ton of the Harris signs. I see them. They're like starting to pop out a little more and more, but it's not like, usually you would think they'd be everywhere. Like Obama. I remember when Obama was running, those signs were everywhere. The Harris, forgive me, I forget the Mr. Vice President's name, but Waltz, I believe. I don't see those as much. And I'm in like the thick of like, kind of like a liberal area. And I'm kind of.
They're starting to spring up on the east side of Providence in the Tony neighborhood that I live in, but not nearly as thick as the Obama signs.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, she's supposed to be at the Great Hope, and I'm kind of seeing that being like, wow, I don't know if they even believe it. Like,
it's a short campaign.
Yeah, true. It was kind of, it's over. And the next month it's going to be over. Yeah, that is true. It's like, here's the thing too, is it's easy to like point the finger, but I do think they are kind of like almost a manifestation of just like collective apathy. Like people are like Trump and Kamala. It's like, well, nobody else seems to really care or like they're just trying to go and press a button. Like, yeah, these people will take care of it. Now we've had just like these weird kind of figures emerge. And it's like, how do we not have anybody better in this whole country to do
That's
most
what my wife keeps asking me.
important job?
This is what we're left to choose among.
It almost proves it's like somehow being curated in like a very weird way where it's like, like if you're just someone with like good intentions and a lot of good ideas, like clearly can't make it to the national spotlight, maybe now with the internet, I don't know.
No, it is what it is.
True. That's true. That's true. I guess I'm naive to think that, we'd just be like, get up there, man. You can do it. But either way, you have, so again, Glenn show. I think people should all watch that. Is there anything else you have burning on your mind you'd like to talk about?
Comedy. So I did this event at the Comedy Cellar, Noam Dwarman, and Shane was one of the people who came up there.
Spoke highly of you too, by the way. He's like, I met Glenn Lowry. I was like, what?
So my thesis was, I said to Noam, I think there are things, I'm a political commentator, but I think there are things that really only comedians can say. You know, like Dave Chappelle talking about the trans stuff or whatever.
Sure,
I mean, he almost got cashiered for that, but you know.
Kind of. Then you just end up making more and more money because it just kind of drives more attention.
Do you agree? Do you agree that there are things that only a comedian can say? And do you feel as a comedian any responsibility to say them?
I think they're, unfortunately, for some, like if you're in an office, I can't, like I actually was in an office when I was doing social work. I had been a comedian before. I kind of started having doubts. Like I had this job. I just want to like do something and actually work with people. Then I did land me in an office and people would be like, yo man, like you can't talk like that. So there is definitely like, yeah, obviously I think, you know, or construction workers also can say whatever they want, but there's not a big difference. But I don't know. When I get like, I think that yes, comedians, not to get too highfalutin about, you know, what I've been up to, but it's like a lot of comedians kind of cash in and just kind of put the blinders on. They're like, look, I don't want to get controversial. I want to kind of sell my tickets. But I think they have a function where they should be kind of like, you know, ridiculing. Because I was reading something recently and they're saying, you know, ridicule's usually the tool of the masses. And when people in power try to employ ridicule, it never has the same effect because it kind of comes off as like, you know, kind of contrived and phony. So I think as a comedian, you should be like kind of lampooning anything you see as just kind of like disingenuous or just kind of like fake. Like you were saying, you can watch the Kamala thing and, you know, I'm sure people can make fun of Trump too if they want. And it's like, whatever they have, you know, ad nauseum, but it's like, you see something about it and you're like, this is kind of weird. But if you're in an office environment and you're like, I don't know about this. Now it's like you could upset your boss. You know, it's just, you can't. I do think working in an office for too long gives you like low grade brain damage, which is not a popular opinion, but I think it does. Just from having to kind of like, just like you were saying, behind a science desk, just keep so much of you inside of yourself. I think it does something. I think you have like these mini hemorrhages in your brain. So, sorry. To answer your question, yeah, I think they do. I think you should try to be funny because there's people out there, you know, they're working, they're at a job they hate all the time. So like, you know, it's like you got to strike a balance between being like, I'm burning with a message for the world, because then people can be like, bro, come on, man. I'm trying to just laugh. I just want to laugh and have fun and drink a couple beers. Right. But I think there is, you know, you should try to have some sort of substance to it, you know, if they are kind of inclined. But you can also go out there and just do dick jokes. And if people laugh the whole time, it's like, I would never like sneer and be like, it's just like perfect. Mission accomplished. Make people laugh, spread joy, you know.
Okay, so I have another question. You're a performer. I'm a performer. When I go and give a lecture in class, I'm a performer.
Yeah.
And I've been doing it for a long time. My first college teaching experience was in 1975. So when I retire next year, it'll be 50 years.
Damn.
College teaching. I am always nervous before I step in front of a class. Always, even to this very day. I have notes, but I'm not sure I'm going to have enough to say or that I'm going to, you know, be interesting and good and whatnot. I feel that to this day. I don't know how a stand-up person does that thing.
Yeah.
There are no notes.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure there's rehearsal. I'm sure there's drafting and sketching and there's thought that goes into it. But it's in the moment. It's the performance. There's the audience. And there's no net. There's no safety net. There's no fallback. I mean, you know, if you go flat, if you, as it were, lose your place, you're fucking done.
Yeah, they call it losing your spine. If you lose your spine on stage, you're done. Well, I will say, and this is what I tell people, it's like, yes, it's the same thing. I'm always kind of nervous. Even the first 5 minutes takes me, I'm like a little squirrely. I don't know if people can even notice, but I'm like kind of like, because I'm like, I'm going to forget. I start like kind of have a thing where I'm like, what am I doing? But the thing that comedians get is when a whole room laughs, it puts you in like the deepest sense of like, it's like it's a hard feeling to describe, but it's a very nice feeling. And you're just kind of like little Pac-Man pellets. You're like trying to get the next laugh. And once you've gotten so many, you just kind of relax. And like when I talk without laughter, I tried to give a reading at my brother's wedding a couple years ago. And I was like, my mom was like, you do it? I'm like, I'm a pro, man. I'm a professional speaker. I was going to pass out. I was at the podium. Like, there was 40 people. And I was like, I'm going to free. I thought I was going to faint. So I'm not a public speaker by nature, but comedy, when I get laughed, it puts me at ease. And I'm like, all right, I can do that, but I can't do any other form of public speaking.
That's so interesting.
Like teaching a class, because you're not getting that. It's like a visceral feedback. So you're like, yes, I got them. When you're just like spreading an idea, I would go nuts being like, does this make any sense? You know, and you have all these, you know, just people, and the people are bored in class too. That would just kill me to see someone like kind of like, so.
Yeah, I got it. I hadn't thought about that laughter thing. That's a unique thing to the comedic experience.
Did you ever make your class laugh? I'm sure you made your class laugh.
Yeah, but I'm not there to make them laugh. I mean, I'll tell a joke along the way. It'll come to me, or it'll be an old one that I've used before. And
you got canned crowd work, yeah.
And then they're also, you know, they can raise their hands and ask questions and make comments, and I can play off of that. And there is feedback. I don't think anything like what you get when you're in that comedy routine thing.
Yeah, it's kind of visceral. There's like a visceral element that kind of like, it's kind of nice.
So I'm good.
Okay, dude, I think you did a great job. Watch a Glenn show. I would tell everyone, again, I don't have any, you know, I don't have the power of Oprah, but people do listen to me about books. I have like a grain of sand of Oprah's book club power. So I give it total double thumbs up. And I think, you know, you'd be a fool not to read it.
Well, I hope the book does well. It's so far so good. I mean, I'm not breaking any records, but the reviews have been on the whole very, very
fantastic.
Positive, and it's been widely noticed, and I get a lot of positive feedback from people like you. So I'm hopeful.
Nice, man. Well, hopefully I can get it out to a couple more people, because it was really, I read the other memoir you mentioned, the Born Again with Chuck Colson. I read that whole book from there, and I'm on a memoir frenzy right now where I'm reading as many of them as I can to try to get, you know, the big answers, to see if I can maybe figure out this age-old question that I brought up before of like sensual pleasure over like some sort of higher order. And right now, you know. Well,
more power to you.
Well, thank you so much. Right now, it's just me masturbating at hotels. So that's all I got. I don't have the rock star lifestyle. Well, thank you so much, Glenn. We can edit the last part out. I'm sorry, I didn't want to ruin it. But thank you so much for doing this. Really, I think you are one of the best people. It's like you're one of my top people to go to and just kind of like catch information, because I know it's not like, doesn't have that ideological capture that I think 99% of other stuff on the internet has. So
I'll tell you this. So I trained with a guy. He's a good guy. He has a little gym. And another of his clients is Nick. So Nick's going to be at one of your shows either tonight or tomorrow night, because he follows you and Shane. And, you know, and he said, I heard you mentioned on Matt and Shane. And he was so excited about it. He said, they like you, man. And I know you, you know, he's happy to know the guy that.
Oh, that's so funny.
So if he comes to the show that I come to, I'll introduce you to him.
Absolutely. That'd be awesome. I'm excited. Again, I can't wait.
He's a great guy. He loves his kids. And I love that about him, that, you know, he's a high school teacher, very modest guy. Just trying to keep his kids interested. And his big thing now is that they have to put their phones in the phone holder when they come into the classroom, and they get them back after the end of.
That's awesome.
You know, but Nick's a good guy.
Nice, man. Hopefully I get to meet him. So
yeah.
Thanks again.
Okay.
Appreciate you.